Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Yeah, how we do it. Oh, the Bills.
What?
Josh Allen.
Hey, hold on. Why your energy changing?
You show it. Time out.
Hey, you show getting
how
happy.
We do it. I said, come on, come on, Josh.
Hold on, wait. What happened to the energy you just had when the Ravens lost?
Whoa. Did you
keep that?
Did y'all not just hear me go in on the Ravens? Did you not just hear me go in on the Ravens? Now I'm about to go in on your Bengals. Because you told, every time you say something, a lot don't care who tell it, we going to win out. Our defense playing.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. Our defense was playing today. We had an opportunity to win this game.
Yeah, everybody got an opportunity to win the game. That's why you play the game. You play to win the game.
Yeah, well, let's speak facts on why we lost.
I don't know why.
Let's talk about that.
It's important to me is that you lost and you're done. You're done.
We done what?
You're done.
No,
you're done.
You think we done? Okay, come on. Let's talk. Let's talk about it.
The best you could hope is to get 8 wins. That's the best you could hope.
We gonna win our division, huh? That's all that matters. We gonna win our division.
Buffalo overcame a 10-point fourth quarter deficit, scored 21 points in the fourth quarter. Those Bengals went ahead and let Josh Allen make some history. Josh Allen is the first player in NFL history with at least 250 passing yards, 75 rushing yards, 3 touchdown passes, and a rushing touchdown in 2 career games, previously accomplishing the feat Week 14 of 2024. Allen now has 22 touchdown passes, 12 rushing touchdowns in 2025. Is the first player in NFL history with at least 20 touchdown passes and at least 10 rushing touchdowns in at least 3 career seasons, 23, 24, 25. And he got 4 games left. He ain't done. Allen has 50 career games with a rushing and a passing touchdown, the most in NFL history. Allen tied Peyton Manning for the third most games with 250 passing yards, 3 touchdowns with a 125 or higher quarterback rating. Only Mahomes boy with 20 and Patrick Mahomes with 14 have more. Yeah. Allen, who has 3,083 yards passing, 22 touchdown passes, 12 rushing touchdowns, is the first player in NFL history with at least 3,000 passing yards, 20 touchdown passing, 10 touchdown rushing in 3 consecutive seasons. He did that in a career.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all did that.
He's nice. Yeah, he's nice. First off, before I even start, I want to congratulate, all the Bills fans. I'm sure there are a lot of Bills fans in the chat that are watching. Congratulations to Josh Allen on what he was able to accomplish today. Obviously, we were winning the game. We actually dominated that game.
Chad, you heard it.
We actually, yeah. Hey, we dominated this game until the fourth quarter. Even when the Bills were up, I think 5 minutes to go. The Bills were up 32-28.
How did they get up? How did they get up to 32-28?
I mean, that's the game. That's the way the game was going. But listen,
no, I'm not going to let you gloss over because I told you that. I told you there have been times that your quarterback has let this team down. See, you look at all those fancy yards. He threw for this many yards. He got this many touchdowns. Tell the people at home what happened, because some people, it was blacked out in the area. Now tell the people what happened.
I was into that. I was getting the first interception happened with 5 minutes ago when they were up. You heard me?
Who was up?
The ball slipped out. He tried. The corner was blitzing. On the corner blitz, obviously when the corner blitzes, the hot route is for Chase to open up, and he tried to throw it to him right away. The ball slips out.
No, it didn't. Hand. He lofted it. He tried to get it over. He didn't realize that's a corner. You can't loft it.
Right. So he lofted it. It came out real lazy. Boom. Christian Benford picked it off, went down 68 yards. And that was the drive for us to actually, because it was 32-28 at the time. And we were going to go down. We were going to go down and score on that drive, huh? We were going to go down and score on that drive. And we're probably going to eat up most of that clock. We were going to eat up most of that clock and probably win the game. But unfortunately, when that happened, it was a wrap. It was a wrap.
No. That is what happened. Tell the people what happened after that pick that he got. He ran in the touchdown. Tell them what happened on the very next possession. Another pick. Are you going to tell the story? Now, look here. If you're going to tell the story, I need you to tell the story in its entirety.
Well, it was another pick. It was?
What you mean? You hear that, Chad? Nah, it was.
Hold on. It was 28-34. T. Higgins scored. No, T. Higgins scored after that. The next drive, T. Higgins scored, huh?
They had already got that. Y'all threw picks back-to-back possessions.
Yeah. We did. We did.
Now, see,
hold on. Hey, can you remember the play?
He tried to throw it. It got batted up in the air. The guy caught it.
Oh, that's right. They're right. Oh, the stick route to Chase. He tried to throw the stick route to Chase real quick, and the goddamn lineman put his hand up. And
Chad, y'all see how you remember all of a sudden?
No. Hey, listen, I just needed you. I had to recall it. I had to recall it real quick because I watched all the games today, so it's hard for me to remember.
It ain't hard for me to remember. I remember everything. If there's a particular play that you want me to point out?
No, you don't. But listen, if Joe doesn't throw those two interceptions, I'm almost positive we win that game. It's unfortunate it didn't go in our favor as well as we played offensively. T. Higgins had a day. T. Higgins had a day. Joe was cooking up until that point late in the fourth quarter with maybe
y'all spoke that. Hey, James Cook fumbled on the 2-yard line. You want to talk about that?
Oh yeah.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah. Okay. You're right.
We should have
won the game.
Cooking. I told you your defense is 183 yards rushing, 251 passing. Josh Allen got the most jerseys in the Hall of Fame in NFL history. He got about 5 jerseys. Hey, they called. Hey, can we get this jersey?
I'm glad you're excited. I'm glad you're happy.
I ain't had no dog in the fight. I just happen to be a Bills fan today.
I know you didn't have no dog in the fight, but you sure is happy to Bengals.
Whoa, Ocho. I feel attacked.
No, I'm not attacking. I'm just saying your energy is different because you didn't have the kind of energy when the Ravens. You was upset. You was mad. You was upset.
And
now you happy. Why you so happy?
That was your opportunity. Now you don't tell me how I feel, how I'm supposed to do.
But listen, that was my opportunity to crush you.
You should
go in, but
you don't get another chance. Because guess what? The Broncos won. We took it. Hey, you told me the Broncos was gonna lose to the Raiders. Remember that? Chad, didn't he say that?
Wait a minute. Calm down a little bit. Calm down because the Dolphins did win today.
What?
The Dolphins won today. You know that, right?
Now he gonna talk about it.
The Dolphins won today. You know that, right?
In a minute. I want you to talk about the Bengals.
We lost the game. Joe Burrow, 2 costly interceptions at the end of the game when we had a chance to go down and tie. Matter of fact, no, we didn't have a chance to go down and tie. We had a chance to go down and take the lead. Then we come back. It's 28-39. We threw a touchdown. To T. I think we got the ball back. Boom. Once we threw
damn Gatto.
Oh, damn, man. Mm-hmm. I was doing good tonight too.
Last week you had something. I told you, we gonna win out. You told me. What you tell me?
I told you we was gonna win out. Hey, listen. We still have a chance to win. We still have. We already beat the Steelers, right? We already beat the Ravens, right? Let me finish. And we already beat the Ravens, right? The Ravens got to come to us as bad as the Ravens playing. They got to come to us at home. They got to come to us at home, right? So let me tell you, as long as we win this division, there's one team I don't think anybody in the AFC wants to see, and that's us. Want to see y'all. Now I know our deep. I know
everybody want to see y'all.
Nah, should not. Don't nobody want to see that offense, man.
What about y'all defense?
Don't nobody want to see that offense.
Y'all just gave up 39.
Well, we ain't playing the Bills every week. I think that's the first time the Bills beat us in how long? Don't do that. Don't do that.
You make it seem like everybody ain't got no. Hey, let me ask you a question. Do the Patriots got a defense? What about the Houston Texans? What about the Broncos? Nice. Okay.
They can't do nothing with us. Hey, hold on. Listen. For all those teams you saying they have a great defense, we have a great offense. We have a great offense that can match up with everybody.
But what about y'all defense? Can y'all match up with anybody's offense? No.
I mean that's the problem. That's been our Achilles heel. But maybe
at this juncture right now, my job is not to solve y'all problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, man, listen, we're gonna be all right, though. We're gonna be all right, though. I'm glad
I'll
you're
pull a
happy.
Griffey on
I'm
you.
glad you're happy.
It's never iffy if it's Griffey. Other side, he left-handed.
Hey, we gonna I'm right-handed. Hey, we gonna win the division, though.
Y'all ain't winning nothing, Ocho.
We gonna win the division. Listen, we lost to the Bills. The Bills, hey, Josh Allen played a great game. We led most of the game. I was confident that we were gonna win this game based on the way we were playing.
I wasn't.
And
I know you got happy. Because they're supposed to have took the lead until James Cook fumbled the ball. They're about to go down, but they're about to stomp a mud hole on y'all then. They're about to, I can hear it now. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo. A little bit softer now. A little bit softer now. A little bit
now. Softer now.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go, Bills.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. Listen. Hey, Chad, I know the chat probably laugh and they probably talk about my Bengals, but it's okay. Listen, when we get the Ravens, when we get your team, when we get your team next week, Sunday, I'm gonna be there too. I'm gonna be there.
We play y'all. Hold on, we play y'all.
This Sunday coming up.
It's a night game?
Nah, I think not. They might want to. They
might
want
to. No.
They might want to flex.
They might flex no 4-19. That ain't happening.
Wait, listen. It's one of the better 4-9 teams there is in the league.
First of all, it's the Cowboys and the Vikings on Sunday night. So y'all ain't getting flexed.
The Vikings.
Yeah. First of all, it's the Cowboys. Damn who they playing. You already know how that work.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. We gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right.
You're not.
Gonna be all right. I'm telling you, we gonna win. We're gonna win the AFC North. We're gonna win the AFC North. And when we win the AFC North, nobody wants to see us.
Baltimore is already the odds maker got Baltimore favored.
No, but the odds maker ain't.
And striking the ball, hey, y'all ran T back out there. Now T missed time with a concussion last week. He hit his head on the turf, and y'all rushed him right back in the ball game. You better be careful with him, Ocho.
He good. T good. He got to learn. He got to learn how when you fall, you got to stiffen your body up. When you stiffen your body up, boom, the neck don't go back all the way. You can't hit that ground loose. When you hit the ground loose, bam, that head snap back. You just tighten the body up real good. Everything stay right there. Yeah, we good.
That's where y'all gonna stay too, right nervous, there, out the playoffs. Stay right there.
You nervous? I'm being honest.
No.
You nervous?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Good job, Josh.
Okay.
Appreciate that. The Broncos, the number one seed. The number one seed in the AFC. The Broncos beat the Ravens 24-7. Hey, see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm trying to figure out why the Raiders. What?
You played the Raiders.
Whoa. Hey.
You played the Raiders.
Beat the Patriots. Are the Patriots any good?
Hold on. You played the Raiders.
The Raiders beat the Patriots. Are the Patriots any good? Yes or no?
I'm asking you, are you happy about beating the Raiders?
The Raiders beat the Patriots. Are the Patriots any good? It's a simple yes or a simple no.
Any given Sunday, Unc.
Well, any given Sunday they beat us. You're right. Any given Sunday, but it was not today.
But I'm just saying, are you happy about the win today?
31 of 38, 212. We had another 152 on the ground, averaging 5 yards a carry. Boy, we did a number. Got 4 more sacks. 4 more. And Raiders pulled that Bush lead. Call a timeout to kick a 50-yard field goal to cup. Man, y'all need to stop. Go forward.
Y'all played the Raiders. Y'all ain't played no competition. Like, come on, man.
We make everybody look like no competition. We won 11 games. So have we not had any competition?
I mean, you won 11 games because of your defense.
Whoa. Time. I don't know why we won. Is that we won?
I just told you. You won 11 games because of your defense.
Well, then why y'all losing all these games? Because of what?
Because our defense is not that. It's not playing up the par.
I'm trying to figure out how that's a major concern of mine.
I'm giving you a better explanation on why you guys you won 11 games. That's all. Let's not get beside ourselves.
I'm in front of myself.
All right.
The Broncos, second team ever to win 5 consecutive road games, by 7 or fewer points in a single season, joining the 2003 New England Patriots that went on and won the Super Bowl. The Broncos lead the NFL with 55 sacks, are the second team since 1990 to have at least 55 sacks in their first 13 games of a season, joining the 2000 New Orleans Saints, who had 56.
Them boys playing some ball, boy.
Oh, we gonna get you.
It's Cooper. It's Cooper. What's the name? Cooper and damn, what's young bull name on the other side?
Oh, you talking about
Bonito. Cooper and Bonito. Them boys nice, Them boys nice. Them boys real nice, man. Listen, if y'all are gonna go a very long way. You heard me? Y'all are gonna go a very long way with that defense playing the way they are.
It all seemed like yesterday.
Very, very, very long way. Yeah, I know I would talk my trash, but that damn defense looked real good. Bo Nix making the plays that he needs to make, not putting the ball in harm's way. Cortland Sutton making plays. Mims did what he needed to do on special teams. He had a good run for a touchdown today. Outside of that, y'all won the game. But again, it was the Raiders. It was the Raiders. It's nothing to be hyped about. It was a good win. It was a team win. But I mean, it's nothing to be bragging about or dancing to.
A lot to be dancing to. 11-2.
Hold on, who y'all play next?
Whoever on the schedule. You line them up, we knock them down.
I'm just curious because you excited. I'm just curious who y'all got next.
The Packers in Denver.
Oh, hey, you ready for that? You ready for that loss? Y'all gonna be 11-3. I can tell you
12-2.
Huh? Did you see the Packers today? Did you see the Packers tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Caleb let him off the hook. Caleb let him off the hook. You know that. Let him off the hook.
So you gonna blame the quarterback?
Hey, and we got the Jags, so we got the Packers and the Jags at home. Then we go to the Chiefs on Christmas, and then we get the Chargers at home.
Hold on, you saying you got the Jags? Like the Jags didn't just put up 30 today, if I'm not mistaken?
Bro.
You sure you want that Jags team?
Bro, Daniel Jones got hurt.
The Jags team that I saw today?
Daniel Jones got hurt.
Oh, so okay. I see what we're doing. Okay. I think the Jags put up 40, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just saying. Did you see the Jags defense?
They put up 36.
No?
But it's okay. Ocho.
Oh, 36. Okay, 36-40. I mean, just round it off.
Okay.
Might as well be 40.
Okay, I'm around y'all.
Okay.
Y'all round off. Y'all 4-9. I round that off to 3-10. Man, why you hold on? Ocho, I don't root every time Cincinnati play. I don't root for the other team. You root for every team that play my Broncos. Why?
No, I don't. Listen, I'm rooting for the Broncos.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I do. Hey, listen, I'm a football fan. I have nothing against the Broncos. I have nothing at all. I'm happy for them. I love the players. I love the fans. I love the organization. I'm just saying this is just friendly. This is friendly banter back and forth. That's all.
You wish bad on my team.
Nah, well, you wish bad on my team.
You started. The Colts lost in Jacksonville, which they do every year. They have not won. The Colts haven't won in Jacksonville since 2014, and they play there every season. The loss dropped the Colts out of first place in the AFC South, and now they sit at 8-5 in third place. And most importantly, Daniel Jones suffered what is feared to be a torn Achilles during the first quarter. The Colts' incredibly promising season has hit the skids, and they've lost 3 games in a row in 4 of their last 5. Their final 4 games are in order. They get Seattle at home. They get the 49ers at home. They get the Jags, and then they go to Houston. Ocho, Daniel Jones was having a hell of a season. He was in the MVP discussion. He was trying to gut it up for him. He was playing with a broken lower leg, and now it looks like they feared that he's has a torn Achilles.
He did. He tore it. Non-contact injury on the throw. He went down. Anytime you see someone grab the back of that leg, grab the back of that lower extremity, towards the heel, that's what it is. He was pissed. Slamming his helmet down.
He was gone. $50 million a year. Well, hell no, it's not. It shouldn't be. Because if Kirk Cousins can get what he got, he damn sure could get what he got. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's still gonna get it. He's still gonna get it. He's definitely gonna get it. He was playing very, very well, and he's the quarterback for the Colts for the future, based on what he was able to do, this season. So he put enough on film for them to be confident and get that big payday that he's so deserving off of what he's done. But that goddamn Trevor Lawrence, 17 for 30 for 244, 2 TDs. Brian Thomas Jr., I'm glad to see you back, baby. I'm glad to see you back making catches. 3 for 87 today. Hey, I'm trying to think.
What's up?
The Jags got to play the Broncos in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good for y'all, man.
We're going to sack him probably about 5-6 times.
Nah, man. Travis Etienne, 2 of the carries, 74 and 2 TDs. But them boys put up 36.
They did.
36. Man. Duval. Duval. Yeah. Let's go. I can't wait to Travis. I can't wait to Travis Hunter come back. Trav, he gone for the whole season, huh? Damn, man.
Travis Etienne, who ran for 74 yards, said this after the game. It just goes along with being this organization and the way this organization has been for some time now. We're not going to get their respect, but we kind of don't even care.
That's how it is. I mean, if they don't give it to you, you got to take it. Yeah, everybody not gonna give you everything you want. Sometimes you got to take it. You got to make your presence felt, huh? That's what you got to do, and that's what the Jaguars are going to have to do. Trevor Lawrence, is all on you. It's all on you. You got to play like the first round pick that you were, first pick in the draft. You got to lead them to the promised land. If they're going to win, it all starts with Sunshine. That's his name, Sunshine.
McCarthy and the Vikings rebound with a 31-zip win over the Commanders, who lose Jaden Daniels to an injury again. McCarthy threw a career-high 3 touchdown passes in his first turnover-free game, returning from his latest injury absence in prime form. Commanders lost their 8th straight game. 1 week after being shut out for the first time in 18 years, they delivered a shutout. It's just their second turnover-free game this season. Jaden Daniels was forced out midway through the third quarter when he was blocked during an interception return and landed hard on his left elbow, the one he dislocated a month ago and required a 3-game absence. Daniels missed 3 games with the injury. Mariota, who's 1-5 as a starter, threw an interception and lost a fumble in relief. It's just been very tough for him this year. It's been tough for the Raiders.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to shut. They got to. You mean the Commanders?
I mean Commanders. Yes. Excuse me. Yes.
Yeah. They got to shut Jaden down.
Shut him down.
They got to shut him down for the rest of the year. The season is over at this point. Allow him to get healthy, and just look forward to next year. The Vikings needed this game. They needed this game a lot. J.J. McCarthy didn't look good at all last week, so he needed this game for his confidence. I mean, they didn't really do anything offensively, that really wowed you. I mean, JJ, 16 for 23, he threw three TDs for 163. Jordan Addison had 4 for 62. Aaron Jones, 14 carries, 76 yards. I mean, it was okay. I don't think a performance like this, defense played really well. I don't think a performance like this would win them games against the better teams that would be able to have offensive output. The Commanders really couldn't get anything going. And that's why, I mean, obviously the scoreline looked the way it did today.
Boy, I feel bad for Jetta.
Huh?
I feel bad for Justin Jefferson.
He gonna be all right. He gonna be all right.
Quarterback, he's not. But I do agree with you on the Jaden Daniels. There's nothing to be gained from this season. They're not going to the playoffs. No. Try to position yourself, get high, get you a good draft pick, try to build a team. I mean, you look. They did a great job. They sacked J.J. McCarthy 4 times, but you can't overcome. This team is not good enough to overcome the turnovers that they had. You can't turn the ball over 3 times and expect to win. Not that you're not that good as a team. You're not that good.
No.
And like you said, J.J. McCarthy played well today. 16 of 23, 163, 3 touchdowns, clean game. Didn't have no turnovers. It's only the second time in 13 games they've been turnover free.
Right.
It's hard. It's hard to win when you turn the ball over and you're not that talented of an offense, or you're not that good as a team. I think defensively they can look. They got pieces. I think J.J. McCarthy is going to have to get. He's going to have to get a lot better, Ocho. He's going to have to get a lot better in order for this team to compete with Jordan Love in Chicago and Detroit. That's what's in your division.
Yeah, and listen, that's what it comes down to. It comes down to quarterback position. The quarterback will be the reason whether you win or lose games.
And then
that's all it comes down to.
And then Ocho, you see that hit that Ertz took.
Oh, the rules.
Yeah, that's why. I'm not going to let you fine me $50,000 for hitting him in his head. I could potentially end the man's career.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's the what not is that the competition committee?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
that's a defensive receiver. That's a blow to the head, neck, shoulder area, and so guys are going low.
That they don't have a choice.
I hate it. I hate it for Ertz. I mean, that's Lord. I know it felt like his knee exploded.
Damn.
It's just a temporary setback, bro. Have that surgery, rehab, and come back strong.
That's crazy.
Matthew Stafford and Puka Nacua helped the Rams stay atop the NFC West with a 45-17 win over the Arizona Cardinals. Stafford threw for 281 yards and 3 scores. Puka Nacua and Blake Corum both scored twice, and the Rams scored 35 unanswered points to bounce back from last week's turnover-filled loss to Carolina. Los Angeles won for the 7th time in 8 games and stayed atop Seattle in the NFC West and 1 game ahead of the 49ers. Man. Look, I think Drake May is playing unbelievable, but Matthew Stafford is out of his damn mind right now.
Yeah. So Matthew Stafford is your MVP this year?
Yes. I think he had, what did he have? 35 touchdowns and 4 picks?
Boy, he cutting up, boy. As matter of fact, Unc, he's doing all this with no training camp.
Puka.
Something was wrong with hold on. Something was wrong with his back.
But it is because he's had back issues before, Ocho. That was a problem that was a problem that he had in Detroit. He's had back issues before.
Right.
He had.
Okay. Well, listen. Next year he needs to do
sit out again, huh?
He messed up again. Yeah, sit out again. Because the fact that a quarterback like that, a seasoned vet, if you can miss training camp and still come out throughout the regular season and play this well, I'm all for it. Let your arm rest. No wear and tear. You know, I mean, you'll be fine. And the fact that he didn't have training camp and really couldn't get that rapport with his receivers, and you still putting up numbers like this, man, the hell with training camp for him.
Yeah, he was 22 of 31, 281, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. They ran the ball 36 times for 249. Puka Nacua had 7 catches for $167 and 2 touchdowns. Devontae, they finally did a great job. They kept Devontae out of the end zone. He's leading the NFL in touchdown catches. I think he got like 14.
14? Yeah. He got that many? God damn.
Yeah. Man, Jacoby Brissett wheeling and dealing for the Cardinals. I know they lost. But he's 25 of 44, 271, 2 touchdowns and a pick. They just couldn't run the ball, so they couldn't keep that. He was under pressure. Michael Wilson, I like him. 11 catches, $142.
142.
Trey McBride, 5 for 58. He didn't get in the end zone.
Yeah, boy, Jacoby Brissett wheeling and dealing.
What's Stafford numbers? They look good. The Rams look good, Ocho. The Rams look good. The Rams look really good. And I know Drake May is playing unbelievable, and he got them atop. They're in second place with 11-2 with Matthew Stafford. is playing some excellent football.
Lights out.
What's on there? He 35. He has 3,354 yards, Ocho, which is fifth. It's 35 touchdowns. It's one, and I don't think anybody's close to that. And nobody's even close to that, are they? And 4 interceptions. Nobody's close to that.
What'd you say? He got 3,000. How much? 3,000 what?
3,354.
Okay.
Dak is next with 26 touchdowns.
And he has what, 35?
And 4 picks.
Man. Hey, them boys over there dealing, boy.
So he might have. Where's Drake May? He might be in the lead now, because Drake May was on the bye. As far as passing yards.
Yeah, Drake May was first.
I'm saying
he's probably second now, huh?
At 33.54. I know he's passing touchdowns. I know he's one. 34-12. Okay, so he's about 60 yards, basically 58 yards behind Drake May. So he's second now? Okay. All right. After a critical 27-22 loss to the Steelers, many of the Ravens questioned the call made by the referees, notably an overturned touchdown reception by Isaiah Likely in the fourth quarter. The referee initially ruled Likely scored a 13-yard touchdown pass from Lamar Jackson, which would have given the Ravens a 1-point lead with 2:43 remaining, despite the tight end losing the ball in the end zone. But less than a minute later, referee Alex Moore announced it was incomplete. Likely had the ball punched out by Joey Porter Jr. before he made the necessary third step in the end zone. D-Hop tweeted and deleted, NFL and officiating 13 years in this league, how many steps do you need in the end zone for a touchdown? It took me. Go ahead, Ocho. I'll let you take it.
I was just gonna say, you know the rule. I know the rule. For a catch to be completed, you have to take 3 steps. He took 2, and on that third
before
one,
he got it down, the ball got punched out.
Yeah, the ball got punched out. So technically, if that was in the field of play or if it was in the end zone, it would have been an incomplete pass. I mean, understanding the rules and knowing that he had possession, but you have to complete the catch with momentum and take that third step. It's unfortunate, and I mean they didn't win the game. Goddamn, Aaron Rodgers was dealing today. It wasn't just that play. I mean, there were other plays that could have been made that could have changed the trajectory of that game for the Ravens as well. But hell, you got to get a Steelers credit.
How many times likely are you going to get the ball punched out? Remember Ocho? He tried to switch the ball against Cincinnati, and he got it knocked out. Mm-hmm. Now go back and look at the first touchdown that he got and see what he did. He secured it. How many? You don't get style points for touchdown. He was doing this. Mm-hmm. All he had to do was secure it. He had it just like this here. Why? Because it looked cool. Yeah. How many times? You saw him on Thanksgiving. He did the same thing and got it knocked out, and it was a touchback. So how many times?
Yeah.
Actions without consequences, no lesson can be learned. You would have thought the action that he had Thursday night on Thanksgiving would have taught him a lesson, because it was a valuable lesson to learn, because the consequences was it was a touchback and not a touchdown. But guess what? He didn't learn.
Yeah. Trying to hold that thing.
Yes,
man. Grab it and man, bring that thing in there. Because I'll tell you one thing: once you grab and bring it in tuck, it make it that much more difficult to get up out of there. It make it that much more difficult to get up out of it. And you don't have to stress holding on to it that damn tight with somebody trying to fight through your hands.
Chad, go back and look at the first touchdown. Go back and look at the first touchdown and see what he did when he caught it. He made sure he secured it. And wasn't nobody really around him. Now this guy's on his tail. He can feel it. Because Ocho, you know when I broke away, because I ran a little over angle, and the guy's already outside leverage, so I know he's going to be driving hard. I already know that.
Right.
I don't get it. Lamar had some drops, but Lamar's not throwing the football well, Ocho. He had Zay Flowers on a touchdown, and he undershot him, and he threw it behind him, and the guy got it out.
Yeah.
Zay was pointing like, put it out there. He had it. Rashad Bateman, he had it was fourth, I think it was third down. He hit him, he dropped it.
Yeah.
But Lamar's not playing well. Y'all know that. Ain't no sense I'm not breaking news to you. I'm not interrupting your normally scheduled programming, breaking news to you. Lamar Jackson isn't playing well. He's just not. No. And a lot of that has to do with your left guard. He's terrible. And Chad, I know sometimes my bluntness is not the best, but he's not good. That left guard is not good. I mean, he ain't. You shouldn't be allowed to be that big and that sorry. That needs to be a prerequisite. If you this big, you got to be good. This man, he can't block the sun out of his eyes, let alone a defensive lineman or an extra a blitzer coming.
Let me. What number is he? Don't say 77.
77. Filet.
Yeah. Okay.
Filet?
Yeah.
He filet. Fish filet.
Yeah. I bet. Listen. On film, he's always at the scene of a crime, and I mean no disrespect.
Yeah, 77. Yeah, that's him.
On the games that I've seen, it's always him, always the same one. I think he's better at run blocking I'm thinking he's better as a run blocker as opposed to
bring his ass in on fourth down. 4th and 1, 4th and 2. But the way the teams are set up now, Ocho, you got to throw the ball at some point in time.
Yeah.
You got to throw it at some point in time.
Yeah, that's his strength. That has to be a strength, when it comes to the run, because pass blocking, always at the scene of the crime, every time.
It's being reported that Lamar Jackson had a heated interaction on the sideline with Daniel Falele after the interception, per Tracy Wolfson. At this point, Ocho, let me ask you this: if as bad as he's been playing this entire season, how bad must his backup be? Chad, y'all need to help me out. If he's this bad, he's so bad that you can't bench him. How bad? But ain't no. I need somebody to help me. Ain't no way the backup can be that bad. Because if the backup that bad, he ain't even a high school player. I mean, how you pass that and you don't block nobody?
Yeah.
I mean, to be that big, the sun rise up and the sun shining, he can't even block the sun out of his eyes, Ocho. Sun blind him. He just walked right into the wall because he can't do this.
Yeah, he got his shot. Man, he a big boy too now.
Big and terrible.
He a big boy. Damn.
He's as big as he is sorry.
Yeah, that's your team that lost too now.
Hey, whoa. Whoa. Ocho.
Hey, that's your team that lost, huh?
Ocho, Coach used to tell us, say, son, you can't be old and slow. Pick one. You can't be big and sorry.
Right. Yeah, you got to have a struggle.
Be one or the other.
You got to have a struggle.
You can be small and sorry. You can be big and good. Right. You can be old, but you can't be slow. You got to pick one. You can't be both. Right. BOFF, both. He both. He big and sorry for no reason.
Yeah.
How you go out? You go to the grocery store with your wife or your girlfriend. How you go get gas?
In public.
Yes. I know damn well ain't nobody ever told him this year, good game. They lied if they did. You go into hell. If you told that man good game, you lied to his face. And he know it. Everybody know when they play like some stir fry.
I mean, he's probably not playing with confidence right now. He's probably not playing. And the fact that, and if there was an altercation and you get into it with your quarterback, where your quarterback has to address, you not doing well in a game, that will hurt your confidence even more. That'll hurt your confidence even more.
They putting their helmet in my back. That's hurting me. He should have soccer style and kicked him in his ass. What he should have did when he been up with Lamar, go up in the center, kicked him in his tail.
Yeah. That rarely happens too. You never see a quarterback really chastise his offensive line.
No,
when
they don't.
When they get hurt, that rarely happens. No matter how many times they get sacked or get hit, that rarely happens. So the fact that Lamar had to be really frustrated for him to even address it in game.
Because guess what? How many times have Lamar? Because normally quarterbacks say, "Come on, guys, we got to do better than this now."
Yeah. How
many times during the course of this year, chat, do you think Lamar Jackson has said, "Come on, guys, we need to pick it up"? Hey, come on. Hold on. What his name is? What's his name? Daniel. Come on, Dan. Hey, come on. We gonna get him. We gonna be all right. And hey, come on, Dan. We gonna get him. We gonna be all right. If I'm Lamar, no, we not. This man gonna get me killed. What they should do, Lamar said, "You know what? I'm gonna go play guard. And I want you to play quarterback. And I'm going to do to you what you've been doing to me. I ain't going to block a damn soul, and I want him to tear your ass up." We had that happen at Savannah State. Guard didn't miss the block.
Yeah.
Coach said, "I tell you what, hey, you get here. You get there. Let me see how you like it." That's embarrassing. At some point in time, you know what, Ocho? At some point in time, you say, "You know what? Damn this. You not finna whip my ass all day, every day. Don't you got some pride?" Forget the Ravens. What about that name on the back?
I was just going to say that.
It's written in white. I'll give you a Sharpie and darken it out. You ain't going to know who this is. Put me in witness protection.
That's on film.
That ain't me. Man, that you 77? Nah, that ain't me.
That's on film, huh? That's on film. Everybody can see that.
Whew, Lord have
mercy.
Like
when all the teams you get to play, oh yeah. When we line up, we run our TEs and our stunts right there, right at 75. That's the fish. Everybody got a fish on offense. Everybody got a fish on defense. Everybody has a weak link, and the weak link offensively is Young Bull. I mean that's every team has one. It just so happens his is very glaring. And it's noticeable every effing game. Every game.
You know what it is, Ocho? Chet, y'all been fishing. When you get a fish, when you get him on the line, what you can't do, Ocho? Let him off the hook.
Yeah.
I don't want to beat him too bad early because I don't want to get him benched. Because see, if I beat him too early, they're going to bench it. See, I'm going to wait till the right time. I'm waiting till get to the fourth quarter. That's when I'm going to really start tearing his ass up.
Yeah, I know Lamar frustrated, man.
Me, I'm frustrated, and I ain't got hit in 20 years. And, Ocho, it was the 25th anniversary of the Super Bowl team. They got Letterman jackets out there. Boy, you know if I'd have been down and ran on the field, I'd have ran out there with you terrible.
Why you ain't go, huh?
Long story. I explained it to you.
Oh. Okay,
man, this Joker here.
Yeah.
This is why I couldn't coach.
Well, actually, wait a minute. Now, see, that's one thing about it. Now, God always has a calling, huh? And most of the time, he'll knock on your door, and the fact that you don't answer the door, maybe that's the problem. The fact that maybe if you were coaching the Baltimore Ravens, Daniel wouldn't be playing like this. He probably wouldn't be playing like this if hearing it from you would register better than hearing it from whoever his coach is right
Lamar.
now.
He heard it from Lamar. The quarterback.
I mean, it's too late to hear from Lamar now.
Chad, let me tell you something. In all my years, the quarterback rarely single out any offensive lineman individually. He always does it as a group. Come on, guys, we got to do better than this. Come on, guys, we got to pick it up.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just saying, if you was my coach when I was playing, I would listen to you. I probably wouldn't have had no celebrations. I would hand the ball right to the ref. I'm lying.
Me. I'm a coach. I said, look here, son. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. But I did make a recommendation that we cut you. Just so we clear. That's my recommendation.
Hey, hold on. A recommendation?
Yeah, that's what I recommended. I don't know what's going to happen because it's out of my hands. But I did recommend this morning that we cut you.
It ain't that many good linemen.
Well, he ain't one of them. Man. So you're right. You're right. You're right. Per the broadcast, Lamar threw his helmet down after the last offensive series and then had a conversation with Daniel Falele, who said they know it's coming every time. What? Ocho, you got two options on the football field as an offense. You can run it or you can throw it. So they got a 50-50 chance of guessing what the hell you gonna do. What you mean it ain't rocket science?
Yeah.
If it's first, second, or third down, what the hell you think they're gonna do? Oh, they might punt it. Oh, they might let Lamar kick it off. They're gonna throw it or they're gonna run it. Those are the only two choices that an offense have on first, second, or third down. And he gonna talk about they know what's coming.
That all come down to want to, huh? That all come down to want to. Even if you know what's coming. Even if you know what's coming, you ain't finna get past me. If you do sack Lamar, if you do get to Lamar, it ain't gonna be on me. It's not gonna be my fault. I'm definitely not gonna be the reason. I will never be the problem. I will always be the solution. I mean, that's everybody's built different mentally. That's my mentality. I'm just saying, if I played offensive line, I'm not going to be the problem.
Well, first of all, if he's the solution, what's the problem? If he the answer, what's the question?
It ain't that many. It ain't that many linemen, huh? They you can't just pop them off trees like
that.
It's
You can't hard for me to believe that there are linemen worse than what he is. It's hard for me to believe that, Ocho. I refuse to believe that.
Well, you can't hide him.
No.
You can't hide him. You can't hide him. Most of the time, other players, other teams, the way they're structured, you can hide your fish. You can hide your fish. You can hide your weak link. You can help your weak link. Double team. Run away from him. When you do throw, have protection slide his way. I mean, it's just, ugh.
There's a crowd of reporters waiting for Daniel Falele's locker, but the media policy is general not to talk to players before they're fully dressed. Falele was shirtless, took his shirt in his hand, nodded to the reporters, walked off. He did not return for questions. Let me ask you a question, Ocho. They win that game. You think he does this?
No, probably not. Probably not. But he understanding the questions that were going to come, especially with the incident with Lamar, he didn't want to say anything wrong.
You got to be as gracious in defeat as you are in victory. That's a part of it. Nobody is going to win every game. Nobody is going to play great every game. But a part of being a pro is standing there and facing the very tough questions. But see, when they ran for 300 yards, he answered. He stood there and looked down the barrel of the. Hey, anybody else got anything they want to ask?
And you know what? I'm kind of glad, honestly, Unc, especially when it comes to linemen. You get into a feud with your quarterback, you guys have a disagreement on the sideline. I'm glad he didn't answer any questions because there ain't no telling what he might have said. He might not be media savvy. He might still have been angry. He might have said the wrong goddamn thing.
Short of him saying, I suck today, I ain't want to hear nothing he had to say. If that was the first thing came out of his mouth, and it's okay, Ocho. Hey, guys, today wasn't my day. I got to be better. I was not good enough today. And although we are a team and we lost the other team, I have to be better individually. It's okay to say that. It really is. It really is okay to say that. I've been the guy, you know what? Hey, we win as a team, we lose as a team. But Shannon Sharpe has to be better. I'm counted on to make the plays that I left on the field today. I'm counted on to be a leader. I didn't lead today. I didn't make plays today. That's on me. I'll be better next week. That won't happen again. It's okay, Ocho. It's okay to not have it, to not be good on a particular day. It's going to happen to everybody. But a part of being a professional, a part of being a pro, because he's a professional football player. A pro is when things don't go your way, you still look down the aisle of that camera. And when they ask, you answer every question that they ask. What happened out there today?
Yeah.
Guy, there was a rough one on me today. I wasn't good enough. I've got to be better. My teammates are counting on me. Lamar is counting on me. The fans are counting on me. And I promise you, I'll be better next week. What happened? Nothing. The guy just beat me today. I just didn't have it. I know I got to get better. I don't have any, I can't tell you anything specifically that they did. It was what I didn't do.
Yeah.
I was lunging. My steps wasn't proper. I stepped underneath. It's okay, bro. It's okay to have a bad game, but don't run. Don't run. Because if y'all had rushed for 300, I guarantee you wouldn't have grabbed you grabbed your shirt and nodded at the camera. You'd have talked. So you got to talk in defeat just like you would in victory. That's what makes us pros. We don't hide. We don't run. We don't tuck our tails when things don't go our way. Yes. Lamar stood right there. Raven, y'all. Tomlin's tenure at Pittsburgh is under the microscope this week and would have gotten only worse had they lost to the Ravens. Ocho?
Yo.
Does them winning this game today, does that cut down on the rumors that Mike Tomlin or the Steelers got to make a decision on Mike Tomlin? Is Mike Tomlin going somewhere else? Does he want to go somewhere else? Do they want him to go somewhere else? Do you think that quelled the noise of what's going on in Pittsburgh?
I think once a rumor like that starts, you always know that rumor always comes from somewhere, Unc. I think regardless of what they do, I think they're probably going to move on. It's been a very long time since they've moved on from a coach. Most of the time, they allow their coaches to leave on their own. But for a rumor like that to start, it has to come from somewhere. And it came from in that building. So I think once the rumor starts and that fire gets to burning, I don't think there's anything that they can do collectively as a group or Mike Tomlin as a head coach that would change the decision that they're going to make at the end of the season. I think they're going to allow him to they'll leave it in his hands to say, I'm stepping down, I'm stepping away from here for the foreseeable future, and we're going to go in a different direction. I think they're not going to fire him. I think he's going to probably step away and allow him go out on his own will.
I don't think me personally, Ocho. Look, and Coach Tomlin. Look, I think it's going to be hard for him to step away or them to fire him if he wins the division, make the playoffs. But you got to understand, Ocho, they haven't won a playoff game. It'll be a decade.
Yeah. What makes you think they win one now?
And how many playoff games have they won since they won that Super Bowl? I know they lost. I know they lost one year to the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. But how many playoff games since they won that Super Bowl, Ocho? They beat the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was in Tampa.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many they've won so far. I think they haven't been since.
They beat Kansas City 2016.
2016. I think that might have been
the last time. But I don't think they won more than 2 or 3 playoff games since they won that last Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, but it's hard, boy.
Yeah, they lost the Super Bowl to Green Bay, and then they went to the championship game against the Patriots. What year was that? 2016. Okay.
You know where Mike Tomlin kind of messed up, where he would be okay if he had drafted a quarterback and didn't worry about Ben Roethlisberger's feelings. Drafted a quarterback early.
He didn't.
And you wouldn't have been searching for him right now, because not having a quarterback has put you behind the 8 ball and having to search and search and search. And that's one of the reasons why you haven't had the success you wanted to, because you haven't found a quarterback yet.
That's why Green Bay has prosperity, because Green Bay was unafraid to piss the quarterback off. Brett Favre was pissed. He was pissed to the highest of pistivity that they drafted Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers was pissed.
Aaron Rodgers was even higher. And they say, you know what? You better be pissed off than pissed on. So guess what? Keep it moving. You got Ocho. You cannot wait till the bridge. You got to start trying to repair it. Because if you wait till the bridge collapses, it's too late. We saw what happened with the Dolphins when they didn't have adequate replacement for Dan.
Yeah.
We see when they let these quarterbacks rot on the vine and they're afraid to upset their feelings. Well, I don't want to bring anybody. Bro, okay. But when he leaves, then what you going to do?
Yeah, you stuck. You stuck. And they've been stuck for a while, ever since Big Ben is gone.
The Lions defeat the Cowboys and pretty much dim any light or any hope, possibility that there was going to be a playoff run for the Cowboys this year by the score of 44-30. Jared Goff was 25 of 34, 309 yards and a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs had 3 rushing touchdowns. David Montgomery had another one and a couple of field goals as they win this thing by the score of 44-30. Dak Prescott was 31 of 47, 376, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. He was sacked 5 times. They ran the ball 24 times for 91 yards. CeeDee Lamb left the ball game after taking a vicious hit. He went up to catch a pass. His head hit the turf. That was the first thing that hit Ocho, and I knew he wasn't coming back because you saw the rigor mortis, the stiffness of that hand. It was a no-go. Although he possibly wanted to come back, that wasn't going to happen. Ryan Flanor came in. He had 9 for $115. So, again, the Cowboys have 2 receivers over 100 yards, but it wasn't enough to overcome the onslaught that the Detroit Lions put on them tonight. And, again, it was their defense that let them down. In the 3-game winning streak, Ocho, they were middle of the pack. We know what they were before that winning streak. They were almost at the very bottom. They were 31st in yards allowed and points allowed. They kind of reverted back to what they were in the past, and it caught up with them again tonight. And so the Lions win, keep their playoff hopes alive, and dim possible any chance the Cowboys had. Let's see if the Cowboys can win out. There's still a chance. They got 4 games left. Can they win out and catch the Eagles or somebody else in the playoffs? It remains to be seen. But Ocho, the Cowboys in order, and I think the Cowboys have a good team, but they got to get some better defensively. They've got to get better defensively.
And I was just going to say that defensively they've been playing good, huh? They've been playing good defensively, but obviously in games like this is one of those games where when they needed it most and they had to have it, where they actually had opportunity despite having 2 turnovers. Obviously, you paid double for those. Despite having 2 turnovers, you had a chance to come back in the game, but you weren't able to stop them on defense when you actually needed it. And for the Lions, I'm not even giving credit to the goddamn offense. I know the offense scored 44 points tonight. I know they scored 44, but that goddamn defense, Muhammad played very, very well. He had 3 sacks on Dak. And I'm not sure what the Cowboys offense was doing, understanding that if you have anything over a 3-step drop for Dak, you have to chip and help the goddamn tackles out. You got to help the tackles out because in space, one-on-one, they're getting beat every goddamn time.
It seems like they were doing that with Hutchinson, but they forgot about Muhammad on the other side. Because if you noticed, Ocho, they were doing a lot of chip, a lot of doubling on Hutchinson, but they were leaving Muhammad single block.
And he made him pay.
And that's what he should do. But for me, Ocho, the defense, they need look. Hey, Cowboy fans, I want to know: did Quentin Williams or Kenny Clark did they play tonight? Because y'all had a lot to say to me and Ocho a couple of weeks ago. Oh, I thought you said this trade wasn't gonna help. I thought you say this trade wasn't gonna do nothing. We don't need Micah. Now I want y'all to tell me the Cowboy defender that got 12 and a half sacks. I want you to tell me the Cowboy defender that demands a double team. They do realize that Michael Parsons leads in double teams. He's third. Myles Garrett and T.J. Watt are like 1, 2, 3 chips. So I want to know what defensive player that you got that commands a double team, and you can say, you know what? Hey, he getting double, so that means somebody else going to eat. Tell me the guy. Because I'm looking at the stats. I'm looking at all these guys. If I didn't know better, if I didn't see it with my own eyes, I would swear Quincy Williams. I would swear Kenny Clark didn't play tonight. Y'all keep Ocho, Deron Bland ain't the same. Did you see Gibbs shake him on the sideline?
Wait, but you know what? You know what happened right there, Unc? I'm not taking up for him, but you understand right there, the sideline is your friend. If the sideline is your friend, you know that, you come under control and stay to its inside shoulder. Why you running full speed trying to tackle somebody that you know is shifty?
And you already know Gibbs got more moves than $1,000 hooker. So you know he gonna Ocho, you already know this. He shook him so bad. Ocho, he shook him so bad, he just laid on the ground out of bounds. Chad, y'all saw it. Chad, if I'm lying, Lord, take me right now. Y'all saw what he did. Pretend like we didn't see it, but we saw it.
Listen, call the rule number one as a defender. I know I don't play defense, but even I know you got to come to balance. The shiftier the player is, you got to come to balance. You know, and you take away the angle. The sideline is your friend right there for Deron Bland. You don't run in there hauling ass out of control. You're gonna lose that every time. 10 out of 10.
Ocho, you want to talk to the Lions defense? How many times did CeeDee Lamb spin out? You know CeeDee Lamb, Ocho, that's his move. Yeah. You know CeeDee Lamb gonna spin out and come back inside, and they overrun it every time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think the Cowboys have them. Look, I know you saw this. When they kicked that field goal, they got mad at George. They got mad at George Pickens. They took him out on the drive that what you call him, Flournoy ended up scoring because Pickens loafed on the route and Dak threw it to him. And Dak was looking like, what are you doing? And that next drive they came in, they went down to score, and Pickens didn't see the field. Now, he has a tendency. He's been great thus far. But he has a tendency to drift Ocho when he doesn't get the ball or things are not going well for him. He has a tendency to drift. He's been sensational. And if they had won this game tonight without CD and with Pick being somewhat quiet, man, I'd have had to put Dak way on up. I might have put Dak in second place on the MVP because to do what he did, man, he made Flournoy like, hold on. You mean to tell me Flournoy can play like this?
Listen, no disrespect to Flournoy, but you know it's easy when you're one-on-one. And then once CD went down, you know what the game plan is from that point on. Hey, we gonna shell, we gonna shell, we gonna two, we gonna 55. Goddamn, wherever three go, we putting two on him. It don't matter. We could play underneath, we could play over top. We got to make sure he's not getting the ball. And I think probably, I'm not sure what coverage it was when he did loaf, but Dak was like, listen, I'm coming to you anyway. Yeah.
And right before the half, Ocho, Tesla, he had it. But had already made up his mind that he was throwing his ball out of bounds at the same time. Ocho, he cooked 34. I don't know 34 name. I don't remember, Ocho. But he had it beat so bad. I'm like, bro, how you get beat on? Boy, they might have cut you on the sideline. If you gave up a touchdown, Ocho, with 4 seconds in the half.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Especially in that situation, it's all about situational awareness. Keep everything in front of you. And make the tackle. Simple.
But I don't, Ocho, I don't understand. I mean, when you go on the field, you kind of understand as an offensive player, okay, do we have timeouts or do we not have timeouts? What's most important? Is an extra 3 yards more important or preserving the clock? Preserving the clock, obviously, is more important because we don't want to burn our timeouts until we absolutely positively have to. So you understand that. So you understand where we are in the field. Where do we need to get? Okay, hey, where do we need to get as far as a field goal? Or do we need a touchdown? Because my mind is thinking, even though we might need to get in position on the field for a field goal, my mind is touchdown. Because I don't want to leave it up because of so many things. A missed snap, he hook it, he shank it, it get blocked. So if we put the ball in the end zone, I'm not worried about the kicker unless he bringing his ass on the field to kick a PAT. As a defensive team, as a defender, Ocho, you got to understand the situation. Okay, we're up. Nothing cheap, nothing deep. Okay, if they get a first down, we're going to make them get 5, 6, 7 first downs. But what I'm not going to give you is a chunk play. I'm not going to give you, allow you to get what you need is like 6 first down. I'm not going to allow you to get 4 of those in one play. I'm not going to let you throw this ball over my plate. I'm keeping everything in front of me. But I don't think enough guys have understanding what they call situational awareness. You got to play situational football.
And not only that has to be talked about, understanding the situation at hand. Someone has to say something. Someone on the sideline has to communicate that. This is what we're going to do based on the time. And if the coaches don't say it, at least the players got to have some type of situational awareness in knowing what we have to do in this situation.
Hey, I was always the guy, guys, first down, get out of bounds. We only got one timeout. We got 2 timeouts. We have no timeouts. Guys, get out of bounds. Don't fight for extra yards, because the last thing you want to do, Ocho, is fight for extra yards and then somebody rip it out.
Or that clock keep going and you can't say no time.
Get your ass out of bounds. At this point in time, the clock is our enemy. The team is not our enemy, the clock, because a lot of times you just run out of time. If we'd had 10 more seconds, if we'd had 20 more seconds, well, let's just make sure the clock remains our friend and we get out of bounds and we can get to stop it every time. But look, when I look at the Cowboys, now everything is really contingent on being able to keep CD. But Ocho, they got some issues on defense. They got some issues on defense. They don't rush the passer well enough. They don't. That touchdown that Gibbs got at the end, Ocho, that was too easy.
You know, somebody was supposed to field. What the fucking Mike? What was the Mike at?
I don't know where
the guard had to pull and lock him up. That's the only way.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that was the center that pulled Ocho. I think it was the center. I think it was the center.
To make it like that. If the center does pull and grab the backer, the safety got the field right away.
But it wasn't nobody over there but 34. So so let me get this straight. I got a center or a guard, and I got Jahmyr Gibbs with the defender in between me and Gibbs. I like that matchup. I like my chances of getting that ball in the end zone.
Yeah. See,
but they got some Ocho. They have some issues they got to address. Jerry, you can't fool yourself. Yes, you guys had 400 plus yards, but you gave up 400 yards and you gave up 44 points. Had you not blocked the kick, you'd have gave up 47. Yeah. You gave up 47 points.
Hey, you know, Unc, they played good the past few weeks, though, Unc. The defense has been the talk of the town. Obviously, the offense was playing good, but the defense has been the talk of the town. The defense gave those that are Cowboys fans, it gave us hope. They even gave me hope the way they was looking. And it's because the team is built to play with the lead. That defense is built when the Cowboys have a lead and they can just pin their ears back and go, because now you put the other team in a one-dimensional situation. I have to throw the ball. I can't do nothing else because I got to get myself back in the game. Now, what they were able to do against the Eagles when they was down 21-0, that was phenomenal. In order to be able to come back from 21 down, a three-score deficit, you got to play good defense. You have to. Mm-hmm. They showed up in that game.
But the difference is we already know. They knew the Eagles were going to get conservative. The one thing you know about Detroit, they're not going to get conservative. Now, I thought they got a little conservative on they ran the ball twice into the line, and then Goff dropped back and hit Amon-Ra St. Brown on the crossing route. And, you know, he almost split it. But Goff had 9 incompletions. He really should have had 8 because he hit Amon-Ra between the 1 and the 4, and he dropped it. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know if Amon-Ra didn't think he was going to throw that pass.
The tight end flashed before him. I think they was in the wrong place at the time.
I think that was J-Mo. Wasn't that Jameson?
Yeah, that was J-Mo.
I think that was Jameson that was a little higher.
They was in the same place.
And it seemed like as soon as Amon-Ra got me, because you know it's coming, because the backer just going to the other. He don't really know. So as soon as you get behind that backer, the ball's coming. And it was almost like the ball surprised him. It's like the ball was on its way, and when he got from behind the backer, it was on.
You know the funny thing about it? I think he saw J-Mo at his peripheral vision. It was like, but wait a minute now. Am I running the wrong route or you running the wrong route? and it threw him off. And for the Cowboys, and I think because the Eagles are playing so bad right now, I think the Cowboys are going to be okay. I think the Cowboys are going to be okay, but they're going to have to win out. They're going to, especially with the schedule that they have left, it's winnable. It's winnable, especially with the way that offense is playing. It's contingent on how long CeeDee Lamb is out. I'm not sure he's going to have to go to concussion protocol because it's.
Oh, he in concussion protocol, but they get a week. They play next Thursday. They got the Vikings next Thursday in Minnesota.
He got time. Wait, who they got next?
But boy, they're gonna be cautious, Ocho, because Ocho, You see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
That ain't no thing. That ain't no thing. Ocho, I got dinged, and I was able to get up. Boy, hey, when that brain does that, that brain really hit up against that skull. They're gonna be look, I understand, and Jerry, they're gonna want him to go, but boy, you don't want to be fooling. You don't want to be fooling with a concussion like that, Ocho.
You're right. I mean, listen.
But I knew the moment when I saw the replay,
the hand,
and I saw his head, the first thing to hit, I said, he's done. He ain't coming back in this one.
Most definitely.
He ain't coming back in this one. But the Cowboys, look, the Cowboys offense, they're going to look. I like Javonte Williams. The offensive line, okay, the tackles a little. That's not the starting left tackle that's normally there. Steele Steele didn't play bad. I thought he did a pretty good job, with the exception of a few plays where Muhammad got through. But Ocho, they got to get better defensively. Yeah. They've got to. They've got to try to find a premium pass rusher.
Whoa! It's too late to find anything. Back.
No. I'm saying next year. I'm already talking about. I'm talking about 26. I ain't talking about this year. Hell, ain't nobody they can get. Maybe Trey Hendrickson. Maybe he's available. I don't know. Maybe the Steelers are willing to get off T.J. Watt. But they've got to do something. And they still have draft capital. They still have a first round draft pick. They still have some pieces that they can possibly move, but they've got to get better defensively, Ocho. Because
I like what you just said right there too, huh? I like that. Let that marinate a little bit. Cowboys fan, what you think about that? T.J. Watt to the Cowboys. That'd be nice. That's a nice little piece. I'm not sure if that's something that is feasible. Because you got to pay for that now. That ain't just anybody. We talk about a future Hall of Fame.
Well, they got a first round draft pick. They got an extra pick from the Packers, so it's still a possibility. So a draft pick, maybe it takes a first and a fourth, but to get a premium, a guy that you have to account for. Now, Clowney hurt them being out tonight. He had a hamstring injury, and it's reported that he warmed up before the game and he wasn't able to go. Because there have been times that Clowney's been playing really well. Offensively, I think they're good. I really do. I think they're set. I love Ferguson. I like Ferguson when they had Dalton Schultz. And I remember having a conversation with Skip. I said, Skip, Ferguson is better than Schultz.
Yes, sir.
And he proved that to be. Now, Schultz is not a bad guy, but he proved that he was, and the Cowboys went with him and gave him a long-term deal. But everything is contingent on George Pickens. If you don't, it doesn't matter what you do, because CD is not enough by himself. You put CD and Pickens and Ferguson together with Javonte Williams, that offensive line is good enough. It's not great, but it's good enough. But, Ocho, I don't care how great your offense is. Without defense, you can't give up 44. You can't give up what they give up. And it is too easy. I thought Bland, Ocho, Bland been getting work this year. He has. I think they're going to move on from Diggs. I think he wants to move on. I think they want to move on. Maybe a change of scenery will do well for both guys. They need a They need a linebacker. Wilson is not the answer. Murray is not the answer. I think the D tackles are good. I don't know if you're going to keep Ziggy. I don't know if you're going to keep all three of them, Ziggy, Kenny Clark, and Quinn Williams. I don't know if you're going to keep all three of them, but I think they're very good. But you need a guy that can. You need a hell raise on that edge that somebody's got to account for. Now, I'm not saying you got to have a Myles Garrett, but you have to have a tier 2 guy. Myles Garrett is in a tier by himself.
Basically.
But they told me, Ocho. Jared said he didn't need Micah. That's what Jared said. Jared, and he convinced the fans. The fans even started talking bad about Micah.
Yeah, most definitely. Obviously, anyone that's a part of that Cowboys organization, anyone that's a loyal fan, they will always see and find the wrong, or they find the right in agreeing with the owner who owns the team that they support, instead of actually using common sense and understanding how great that player is, even when things don't go right. Making excuses, well, he wasn't able to do this. Jerry saying, well, we weren't able to win we weren't able to win with him.
Quinn Williams had, 4 tackles. Where's Kenny Clark? Kenny Clark had 3 tackles. But 1 sack, Ocho. You got first of all, you already know, Ocho, know Jared Goff is immobile. You got to get him off that spot. You can't let him just let his back foot hit and throw it. He gonna pick your ass apart.
I think if anybody was gonna get him off his spot, if anybody was gonna make him uncomfortable, it would have been young Bull. God damn it! His hamstring.
Jadavian.
Jadavian Clowney was hurt tonight, and I don't want to be disrespectful and say he's their best pass rusher, but he's been the most consistent. Maybe not getting sacks, at least adding pressure on passing downs when it mattered most.
Yep, you're right. You're right. And tonight it didn't happen. And look, you're going to play extremely hard, but this one hurt.
Yeah.
This one hurt, Ocho. This one really hurt because you really could have put some pressure on the Eagles and a lot of other teams
in the NFC. Yeah, most definitely. How bad do you think it hurt them? Being that other.
They got a 5% chance. Let's see the Eagles, because here's the Eagles.
Who the Eagles got next?
How many? The Eagles have 8 wins. So the Cowboys. So theoretically, they still could catch the Eagles and win the division. They went out and the Eagles go 2-2.
I don't see the Eagles continue to play bad though for some reason. I just don't. I see them, even though we're in week 14, 15. I don't even know what goddamn week we in. I see them turning around and making the plays offensively and defensively when it matters most. Defensively, they didn't look too good last game. They didn't look good too. But how long is that going to happen?
Well, you know what comes out, right? Carter's out. He had procedure on his shoulders.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that back end is solid though. Even with Jalen Carter being out, the back end is solid. Who the Eagles got? Who the Eagles got next?
But Ocho, I will say this. I don't know if I've ever seen a call what Ferguson got called for. I've never seen that call before on the receiver down the
swim
field.
Through?
Yeah, all he does.
What's the referee looking at?
I don't know.
In order, when you change in direction and when you heard
the Eagles have the Chargers on Sunday.
Oh my goodness!
And they have the Commanders again, and they have the Giants again, right?
No, the Commanders twice.
They have the Commanders twice.
Chargers, Raiders, Commanders, Bills, Commanders.
Okay, they got the Commanders twice, and they got the Raiders.
Okay.
And the Bills.
The Raiders, that's a win. The Chargers is a very good game. You're gonna have to put some points up. You're gonna have to put some points up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's
and then you got 2 Commanders and the Raiders.
I mean, the Commanders is Jaden Daniels.
And you got the Bills, and the Bills got to fight hard because they're 3 games right now behind the Patriots. They lose another game, the likelihood of them winning that division, so they got to fight for a wild card. So they're trying to do everything they possibly can. The call that was I didn't think the game was officiated too well. I mean, Pitt can't get that. I mean, Pitt, I get you gonna get in his face, but you got to let it go. Ocho, you got to let it go. Ocho, you out here like this here. You got the man face mask, Ocho. Everybody can see this. Your arm extended, the man head down. Dang.
Yeah, right. Right. And
Pitt, you gotta make that quick.
Yeah. If anything, open that thing up like this.
Yeah, let it go. Yeah, hey, but he grabbed it. So, I thought Dak was playing well considering that he lost CeeDee Lamb, and he was under duress the entire night. He got out of some stuff because I thought had him dead to right a few times, but he was able to keep himself alive and make some plays down the field. But defensively, you can't give up 44 points. You give up 44. There are not very many games that you're going to win. Giving up 44 points, especially if your offense turns the ball over twice, because that's 2 possessions. That's 2 possessions that you don't get any points out of. The Houston Texans beat the Kansas City Chiefs by the score of 20-10. Patrick Mahomes threw 3 interceptions as Kansas City playoffs hopes continue to fade. He was 14 of 33, under 50% completion, only 160 yards. No touchdowns, 3 interceptions, was sacked twice. He didn't get much help from his receiving core. Tyquan Thornton dropped a touchdown. Travis Kelce dropped 2 plays on that final drive, Ocho, and then one of them got picked.
Yeah.
Rasheed Rice dropped a huge 4th down. He got lit up. Petrie, I I think that thing kind of jarred him a little bit. I don't think he was all the way back, Ocho, because Petrie dropped the boom on him. He did. He dropped the boom on him. He was totally relaxed. But the Texans did an unbelievable job. They got after the quarterback tonight, and they forced him to shut down. They had 20, but Mahomes was the leading rusher with 7 carries for 59 yards. But Ocho, watching this game, and you see the Houston Texans and what they were able to do. They go into Arrowhead. They get this victory, stay attached to the Jacksonville Jaguars, who lead that division.
Yes.
They needed this victory in order to try to gain some footing, get into the playoff hunt, and potentially chase down the Jags. But what did you like about what you saw from the Houston Texans?
Listen, the Texans got it done. What I didn't like, obviously, they didn't make enough adjustments for me, especially offensively. Once Trent McDuffie went out, you knew that Spagnuolo had to bring pressure. Now, with them bringing pressure, I got tired of seeing C.J. Stroud run for his life, and they make no adjustments offensively. Obviously, I would think if you know they're blitzing every time, stop running plays where the plays take long to develop. Just go quick game. If anything, do things, misdirection. Get them going one way and come back the opposite way with something else. But just seeing C.J. Stroud run for his life, but they were able to make some plays, even with that pressure, and the back end was exposed. Obviously, that's going to happen once you do blitz. And outside of that, the defense won that game. The defense for the Houston Texans won that game for them. I'm not sure what's wrong with the Kansas City Chiefs. They lost 4 of the last 5, or something like that. They just don't look the same. Obviously, they have a great run. They've had a great run, and probably, even though they have 15, who probably is arguably one of the greatest, if not maybe the second greatest quarterback of all time, this year just hasn't been it for them at all. Everyone is healthy now offensively. And they let Patrick Mahomes down. Rashee Rice, Hollywood Brown, he made some plays. Kelsey, he looks almost like a shell of himself. Damn near.
He didn't play well. It's cold, when you get, when you're older, it's cold, Ocho, man.
Nah, hey, that ain't no excuse. You know that you have to adapt to the elements. You got to adapt to the
How
elements.
you adapt to getting old? There's a reason why old people move to Florida and Arizona.
Hold on. We've been catching footballs all our life.
We ain't been 36 all our life. We ain't been 37 all our life. We ain't been 40 all our life.
Listen to me. Listen to me real quick. All you need is your eyes and your hands. That's all it come down to. You could be 60 years old. Your eyes and your hands. That don't never fail you, regardless of how old you get. But the Houston Texans, that goddamn defense, boy, they can get after the quarterback. They got the back end. The back end, man, them boys played very well. They played very well. So I'm glad to see the Texans win. They've won the last 4 of their last 5 games. So it seems like they're ascending right now, while the Kansas City Chiefs are descending.
They are. Like I said, Tyquan Thornton had a touchdown in his hands. He dropped that. Great play by great play to not give up by Lassiter, to continue to fight all the way through the catch.
Yes.
Rashee Rice had a couple of drops. Travis had a couple of drops. We know that. The offensive line is beat to hell. The left tackle comes in and he gets out. Now you're going against you're going with an undrafted left tackle against Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. That's not a recipe for success, but I thought he played really, really well tonight. The offensive line is not, their best. I mean, think about it. Your starting left tackle is out. Your backup left tackle is out. Your starting all-pro right guard, he's out. Your starting right tackle, he's out. So think about it. You're down to your backups to your backups. And at some point in time, you keep saying next man up. Well, the next man up need to be making the equivalent of the guy that he's replacing. Because if you say I got a guy that's making $15 million, and then you bring a guy in $400,000, there's a reason why one guy's making $15 million, Ocho. There's a reason why one guy's making $400,000. So we got to, this notion. Oh man, next man up, next man up. There's a reason why he was down to begin with.
Yeah.
I disagree with the call that Andy made. Because points are the premium. At this point in time, the score is 10-10. We're late in the ball game, Ocho. I won't punt the ball because at that point in time, the Texans hadn't done anything in the second half. I think they might have had 50 yards in the second half. For the longest time, they were negative yards. Kansas City's defense had honed in. Spags had done a great job of dialing it up, stopping the run on first down, getting after C.J. Stroud, getting him off his mark. In that situation, I disagree with Andy, and I don't like to disagree with Andy because I think he's one hell of a coach, and his resume speaks for itself. But in a game like this where points are at a premium, I don't want to do it. If they do nothing offensively, They're in field goal range.
Yeah.
I can't make that call, Ocho. I got to punt this ball away. I understand I got Patrick Mahomes, and I understand he wants to go for it. Every quarterback's going to want to go hell. He's going to want to go for it on 4th and 10, 4th and 12.
Right.
But sometimes you got to use your better part. You got to use your judgment. And like, you know what? Let's punt this ball. Let's force them to make a mistake. Let's not give them a gift. And I felt that's what they did, and that was really the difference in the ball game. But like I said, these guys, I mean, Mahomes was a little off. I mean, he had great that's a hard play to defend, and you and I talked about it. With a running back, you see Marks. He caught a touchdown.
Yes.
He pretended like he was going to block. He slipped out. CJ flips it to him because that's the guy that has it man. Well, he's coming on a blitz. I ain't standing to block him. I'm just going to slip him and get to the flats. You see the guys, a lot of times those tight ends will be on the line. They helping. Everybody's sinking. Now they drift out. The only thing I would tell Noah Gray, keep it up the field. Why are you going to get a headache? Did you see that linebacker drifting that way? Now, Mahomes threw a terrible pass. I would prefer you leak up the field and give yourself some room so you don't run into that headache that's in that middle linebacker that's waiting on you. But look, to make a long story short, and I know I made a short story long, the Chiefs aren't very good this year.
No, absolutely not. Hey, and honestly, Mahomes, he was 14 for 33. He had 3 interceptions. He only threw for 160 tonight. Xavier Worthy had 3 for 55. If I'm not mistaken, he might have been their leading receiver. The fact that Patrick Mahomes was the leading rusher, that's not going to win you many games. That's not going to win you many games. You have to have some type of balance. They were one-dimensional tonight for the simple fact that they couldn't run the ball. They haven't been able to run the ball all season long, honestly.
And that's why I felt that they should have gave up the second-round pick or maybe even a first-round pick for Achane.
Yeah.
Because is there a back that's coming out in the draft that you believe that's better than Achane, that can run the ball between the tackles, can hit his head on the goalpost, can catch the ball out of the backfield? Because, I mean, Pacheco, Lord have mercy. He get a hold, he runs right up the lineman's back. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You look, and Kareem, I'm glad to see him back, but he's basically a power back. He's a 3-yard in the cloud of dust guy. He's not a guy that you can consistently give the ball to and you hope to him to break something big. That's not what he is right now. He's a 2 to 3 yard a carry guy. That's what he is, Ocho. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's a place for that guy that you know he can get you very, very tough yards. The first guy normally doesn't bring him down, but they need playmakers. They need guys that can help Patrick Mahomes out because at this juncture, he can't do any more than what he's doing. He can't.
Yeah,
guys got to make plays, and when your quarterback, and that's the thing, when your quarterback isn't playing well, you need guys that can step up and make plays, and he didn't get any help tonight.
Yeah, no, he didn't. And the playmaker that we're speaking of, honestly, Unc, I think as far as the receivers are concerned, I think they're set there. But Patrick Mahomes has to stop running the ball so much. They need a premium.
Yeah,
back.
They do.
They need
I felt that.
Like when I think about Breece Hall, I think Breece Hall might have had a chance to go there before the deadline for trades. That would have been perfect for them. So a running back like a Jahmyr Gibbs, I'm not saying there's another Jahmyr Gibbs out there, but somebody like that, Achane, a running back like that can actually hit his head off the goalpost from anywhere, and every time he does get the ball, you have the chance that something could happen. You know, that takes some of the pressure off of Mahomes, not having to do so much with his arm all the time and always having to be Superman and make the plays that he's making.
Yeah, because the thing is, Ocho, sometimes, in the West Coast system, the short passing game is an extension of the run. They need the run.
Yes.
They don't need an extension of the run. They need to be able to run the football. And right now they can't.
Yeah.
Now the offensive line is beat to hell, and we understand that because, your right tackle is out, your left tackle went out, the guy that replaced him went out. So now you're down to your third guy at tackle, and who's an undrafted free agent. Now your right guard is out. Now you're down to your backup at right guard. So it's tough. It's tough. It's really tough. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question. What is I don't know why his name is slipping my mind right now. The running back that used to play for the Kansas City Chiefs. He tore his ACL, but before he tore his ACL, he was fast.
Jamal Charles.
That's what they need. They need another Jamal Charles or somebody like that. Man, listen, Jamal get that ball. If he hit that edge and get to that second level, you might well. The fat lady might as well sing. They need something like that. There's nothing like that in the draft.
I don't think so either.
So whoever and whatever they do get, it has to be an offseason acquisition. I have a good one for you right now, I think they need to do whatever they need to do in the offseason. They need to go get Alvin Kamara.
Nah.
They need to go get
not at this juncture of his career. Too many catches, too many carries on that body. He's not that guy anymore, Ocho. He's serviceable, but he's not that, Ocho. No. Brees Hall.
He's much easier. He's much better than what they have
but
right now.
But that ain't saying nothing, Ocho. You need a guy that you can really depend on. He's breaking down in Kansas. He's breaking down in New Orleans. Do you realize how many touches he has on his body?
Yeah, I know. You realize how many touches Derrick Henry has on his body?
Yes.
Look what he did last year.
He's not the same this year, and maybe that's because he's not getting the same opportunities as he got last year. Me personally, Ocho, I think they need a little bigger back.
No, they got Kareem Hunt. They don't.
Ocho,
need
stop it.
Back.
Ocho, come on now. We love Kareem. We appreciate him coming on.
Okay, wait a minute. You said a bigger back, but a bigger back can only do so much.
A Brees Hall. They need that type of back. A guy that's big, can run with power and run with speed.
Okay. I see
everybody look a Jahmyr Gibbs, but they also have David Montgomery. You look at Green Bay. They got a two-back system. Josh Jacobs, and they got 23. I can't get his name off the top of my head. Look at the 49ers. Brian Robinson Jr., Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey.
So the backs need to. They've got to do some soul searching. They really do. And I thought Kansas City's defense played really well tonight. They didn't. Yeah. They weren't. I mean, there are some times that they got through and they couldn't get CJ on the ground, and he made some plays. But see, that's what happens when you bring pressure and you sacrifice your back end because once McDuffie went out, they're okay back there, but they're not great.
No,
they make their hay when they can bring when that pressure can get there. If the pressure don't get there, guys gonna be running open.
Yeah. You know what the bad thing about it is for Spags having to make the adjustments with Trent McDuffie going out. When you do bring that pressure, McDuffie can lock down one side. He doesn't need any help. So you can bring all that pressure from the opposite side of the field, knowing that Trent McDuffie gonna take care of his side. But once he goes out, hey, your backing is basically exposed, which is why C.J. Stroud was able to make some of those plays despite him having to run for his life most of the goddamn time.
You're right. You're right. But look. It's one of those years. This is what the Texans defense did in the second half. They picked Mahomes off twice. I mean, he went 9 straight passes. The passes were either incomplete or they were intercepted. 28.6 completion percent rate, and they had almost a 42% win rate. And when you look at it, the Houston Texans are now 8-5. They're in the 8th seed behind the Chargers, but. They're game back. They're game back at Jacksonville, and they got 3 of their last 4 games are at home. Look. They really do control their own destiny. Ocho, the Titans beat the Browns, but Shedeur joined a very historic club during his 3rd NFL start.
Yeah,
He's the first Browns quarterback with 300 pass yards, 3 touchdowns, and a rush touchdown in the same game since 1950. He's also the 7th rookie in the Super Bowl era to throw for 360 yards, have 4 total touchdowns, rush or pass in the same game, joining C.J. Stroud, Joe Burrow, Deshaun Watson, Marcus Mariota, Andrew Luck, and Matthew Stafford. But despite got me frustrated because I'm mad than a wet hornet. Stefanski took him out with the game on the line. Ocho.
Yeah.
What I don't understand.
Yes, sir.
When you're down 14, you score a touchdown. You're at home. Why are you going for 2?
Yeah.
Kick the PAT, and guess what, Ocho? You're down 7. Now you score a touchdown and kick the PAT. Guess what, Ocho? We tied.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, there's no explanation behind what Stefanski is doing. There's none at all. But what I can tell you is that his job is secured, which is why he's making the calls that he's making. There's no reason. You got 6 minutes left in the game. Shedeur goes down. Shedeur goes down and he scores.
Why go for 2, Ocho? Tell me, I need somebody to offer me an explanation. When you're down 14, you're at home.
Yeah.
Even if you're on the road, you're down an even number.
Yeah.
Why would you go for 2? Because now if you get you're chasing points. You don't need to do that.
hold on. For one, as well as he was playing, look at the numbers he put up today. As well as he was playing all game long,
Yes.
right? You want to put the ball in your best player's hands that has a hot hand at the right time. Who is that?
Shedeur.
So if you are going to go for two, if you're going to make that decision to go for two, you put the ball in your quarterback's hands who just drove you down, not once, but twice on back-to-back drives to get you a chance to win the game or at least tie the game. I think, I was so confused by this. I had to make 2 phone calls. I had to make 2 phone calls to people who have been head coaches before, just to make sure I can get a better understanding and get a better perspective and context on what was being made. But obviously, even though they're not coaching anymore right now, even though they're not a part of the NFL right now, the answers they gave me were PC. So they wouldn't give me what I really wanted to hear, and I'm not going to say any names, but Stefanski, I can't say anything about it being fired because this is the reason why they didn't want Shedeur starting in the first place. Because now you see
what he's capable of. Because everybody said if he'd have started at the beginning of the season, what could we have been?
And this is exactly why they didn't want him starting. This is exactly why he wouldn't get any reps, because they understood what you would get once he gets in there and he gets acclimated to the system with his players and he gets any kind of chemistry and continuity with that offense. This is what you get. And the stuff you pull in when you after you score and taking them out, this is not college. No. You're not running trick plays. You're not going to fool anybody. The Wildcat is not going to work. This is not 2007. Ronnie Brown ain't back there.
And they tried to run the Wildcat, Ocho. They tried to run the Wildcat. Look, the reason why the Dolphins ran the Wildcats because their quarterback wasn't any good. You got a competent quarterback that's playing his ass off. I felt that he made probably one mistake tonight, Ocho, is that when he threw the ball up down the middle of the field when he was playing so well and he didn't really need to do that.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, Shedeur, you're playing so well, you know you're not supposed to just heave the ball up down the middle of the field. Other than that, Ocho, I thought this young man played extremely well. He was balling his ass off. Throw it with touch. Did you see the one he dropped down in the bucket? Man, he dropped it in the bucket.
Yeah.
Good thing. The throw that he had that we was giving Fannin Jr., the one he had to touch, the Jerry Jeudy that he hit for 60, that basically was the same play that he missed, that he overshot him the game before.
But he hit him this time. And I'm glad him and Jeudy got on that same page this week. I was happy to see that. But that goddamn Fannin Jr., boy, he's the
making
real
plays.
Deal. Every goddamn week, 44 popping up on film. You see that? Every week, 44 popping up on film. I don't know what they got. I don't know what kind of chemistry. I don't know if they stay after practice and they work together. But every time the ball is in the air, he got to have it. He got to have it.
I agree with you. Hey, what about the touch pass that he threw? He retreating and threw the touch pass to Njoku.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he has things that you just can't teach.
Mm-hmm. No, you can't.
He has things that you can't teach.
Mm-hmm.
And
the funny thing
about... Go ahead, make your point.
No, I was going to say, what he lacks in mobility, he makes up in so many other areas when it comes to being able to extend plays, being able to play off script, being able to be accurate, on the run. He's phenomenal at that. And the fact that he looks as good in only his third start, as bad as the Cleveland Browns team is, not defense, team is offensively, to have him in there and give them that spark to where now in each game they're competing.
Yes,
they're competing week in and week out.
And he's playing through his bull jive coach.
Hey, matter of fact, maybe we can ask the chat. Even if you don't like Shedeur, even if you don't like the Browns, can you please give me the explanation in the chat why you take him out 2 drives back to back with opportunity to get closer and put when points are a premium in a situation like this where you want to win a game? Well, I mean, you would think Stefanski would want to win the game, but some of the play calls you have in situations like that, you putting your team in harm's way.
For me, it's the taking him out, going to the Wildcat when your best player is, he needs to be on the field. But what I don't understand, I need somebody to explain to me why did he go for 2 points on the first time they scored the touchdown. That's what I need to understand. Because at that point in time, Ocho, you don't need it. You don't need it. You don't.
No.
And then, so let me get this set. So now we're down 8 because we were dumb. I don't know what happened. Maybe Eagle had a rock and he dropped it on Stefanski's head. I don't know what happened. But so now we got to go for 2. So we're gonna take Shedeur out, and we're gonna run Wildcat. And the guy forgetting to pitch the ball. I'm thinking he was supposed to pitch it, Ocho.
Yeah, he was supposed to pitch it. He was supposed to come around, and obviously,
I guess he was going to throw it. I guess somebody else was going to go out for a pass. I guess. I mean, at this point in time, Ocho, we just like everybody else. We had a loss for words.
I'm confused. The only way as a head coach, this is how I know a job isn't in jeopardy. This is how I know a job is in jeopardy, because when your job is in jeopardy, you call plays that are conducive for you to look good as a head coach. And with a quarterback playing as well as he was playing, even if it wasn't Shedeur, a quarterback that has
you
a
ain't
hot
taking him
hand
out
like he had that game.
You're not taking him out.
No, you're not taking him out because your job is on the line.
You're not taking him out.
Your job is on the line. I need to do everything I can to show management and those that are in positions of power who can make the call on whether I stay or go. That's coming from up top, huh? Matter of fact, we can't even blame the coach. This is the same situation. Who's the reason? Who took the fall for Luka getting traded again?
Nico.
Stefanski is basically Nico. Stefanski is basically Nico Collins. Stefanski's taking all the heat, but the call is coming from up above.
You gotta
listen. Do whatever you need to do. Do whatever you need to do to make him look bad. Because there's no reason. Why are you not trying to win? Are you trying to tank purposely? Are you trying to make your team look bad purposely? Because that's exactly what you're doing. Because you have every Cleveland Brown fan, every football fan scratching your head about the decision making you're making as a head coach.
I've had people reach out to me and ask me, they don't even really know football like that. Say, why they take Shedeur out? Because they say, well, I'm going to ask you because I know you played the game, you watched the game, you studied the game. I said, I don't know. They're like, you know something. I'm like, damn, I ain't in Cleveland. I don't know. Right. Hell, if I do, I tweeted it needs to be studied. They need a DOJ, Department of Justice. I need y'all to open up an investigation in what the hell is going on in Cleveland. What the hell is Stefanski doing? Because it makes no sense. Even if you want to run the Wildcat, considering that your quarterback is playing at he's on fire. He's hotter than 4 foxes in a forest fire. That's how hot he is, Ocho. And you take him out. You take him out to do. Think about this, Ocho. You take him out to have somebody else throw a pass? Because that's what it looked like. If you was going to flip it to him, what was he going to do? Run it? Or he was going to run and put up and pull up and throw a pass. So that's what I did.
He was going to throw it. Listen, he was gonna throw it to somebody. If Junkers it flipped the ball like it was supposed to, obviously misdirection. You know how well misdirection works when you're playing against the defense. That's extremely aggressive.
Yes.
Extremely aggressive. You're hoping somebody misses assignment in a back or a receiver or a tight end, leaks out and he's wide open. But it didn't happen. It didn't work that way.
I want the ball in Shedeur's hand. I don't care. I'm gonna go down and look. If you you brought me this far.
Yeah.
If this is as far as you can take us, well, you brought us farther than I was.
Yeah. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I just told you.
It doesn't make. Hold on, Ocho. Here's what Stefanski said about going for two. That last 2-point conversion. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
Yes, sir.
What was supposed to happen on that last 2-point conversion?
Yeah, not going to get into all the specifics, Jeff, but obviously did not go as we thought it would.
Did you make that call or did Tommy?
Yeah, I make every call. Why would you take him off? Yeah, it's a 2-point play. Didn't come through on our first 2-point play. Got to the second 2-point play. We didn't come through, but that's on me.
Was that play call yours or Tommy's?
I'm responsible for all of it.
No, I thought you turned over play calling duties. Now it's been reported. Mary Kay, I need you to call. I need you to let us know. Jump in the chat because it was reported that he turned the play calling over to Tommy Reese. Right? Isn't that the OC? So I know everything's on you, and you don't want to get into it. Get into it. What went into your thinking that when Shedeur Sanders had led you back from 14 down, he had led you back? What went into the decision to take him off the field and potentially have someone else throw a 2-point conversion? What went into your decision, Coach Stefanski?
Hold hold on, not only have someone else throw the 2-point conversion, have someone else throw the 2-point conversion that wasn't your quarterback that was on fire like he was playing NBA jams. Hold on, Unc. A play like that in college, I understand it.
Yes.
I understand because they don't see it coming. In the NFL, it's not working. That's a play for the movie The Longest Yard. Or maybe on Thanksgiving you're in the goddamn turkey bowl. That's what it's for. Or maybe the movie Waterboy. That's when you run a play like that. Not with a game on the line that you're actually trying to win and compete. Like, what are we doing? Unc, I swear for God, on my mama, rest in peace, I had to call 2 of my former coaches to get a better perspective on what they were doing because you've been a head coach. Please explain to me. You've been in that position before. If that was you, why do you call a play like that? And of course, they wouldn't give me an answer. They wanted to keep it PC. Like, come on, man. Well, first of all,
you should have been in that situation because you should have kicked the PAT to begin with. Why the hell you go for 2 on the first PAT? You're only down 14. You're down an even number. So why the hell are you going? Why are you going for 2 on the first PAT? If you just kick it, now you're down 7. Now you don't have to chase the second point. That's what makes no sense to me. Nothing. First of all, it didn't make sense. Who he started, he went with Flacco. Okay, fine. They said Dylan Gabriel, they drafted him in the 3rd round. Okay, whatever the case may be. We can't go back in time, undo what's already done. But moving forward, the guy gives you a great opportunity to win. A great opportunity. He's playing his ass off. And you undercut him by taking him off the field. You undercut him by going for 2 when it's unnecessary. So I'm just trying to figure out, and I don't want to use the word sabotage, but I will say I'm trying to understand your rationale and your thought process, what goes into going for 2 the first time when you're only down 14, you kick the PAT, you're down 7. Okay, now you're down 8 because you didn't get the first PAT. I mean, the first 2-point conversion. So now you're down 8, you got to go for it. What goes into a rationale? After you see what your quarterback has done, why would you take him off the field? And as somebody that doesn't play the position, are you really trusting someone that hasn't thrown a pass to throw a pass in that situation, in that moment, at that juncture of the game? You really want to do that, Ocho? Is that really what you want to do, Chad? Hell no.
They doing that on purpose. They doing it on purpose. And it's just not this. Just think about since training camp. Just think about all the games they've continued to play. Their organization has continued to play, with Shedeur, just in general. They did not want Young Bull to be a starter because they understood if he gets the opportunity to play, the numbers you see him putting up, him getting an opportunity to play, he's going to give them their best chance to win. They don't want to win. Well, if they do want to win, they don't want to win with him behind center. That's the only answer I can think of for you to be pulling that kind of bull jive I saw out there today. As a former player, as a football fan, as a fan of the game, this is for anybody, for any team, for any quarterback. You always want to put your quarterback and your team in the best positions to win because that's the point of playing this game. You want to win, and that shit. I'm sorry. That he pulled today was ridiculous.
On the downside, I was disappointed in Cleveland's defense, rush defense. Tony Pollard had 25 carries for $161, had a 65-yard run, had another long run. They've got to do a better job of stopping the run, and so now we can put more pressure on Cam Ward. But when you're when you're second and short, you're third and short, it's hard to rush the quarterback, Ocho, when you're in short, down, and deep because you don't know. They can run it. Now, if we got it second and long, we got it third and long. Now we can unleash Myles Garrett. Now we can unleash some of these rushers. But I just need somebody to tell me. I need someone to explain to me, and I need you to explain it to me as if I'm a 7-year-old. So it's like a kid going to his father, and he's asking him a question, Father. That's what I need somebody to explain it to me because it makes no sense as a guy, Ocho, as guys that played the game. As a guy that studied the game, and that's what I do. I don't look at touchdowns. I'm glad they scored. I'm looking at how they scored. I'm looking at why they scored. I'm looking at what did the defense do. I'm looking at what play was called. What personnel were you in, so I can have a better understanding and say, okay, I saw why this worked. But when to do this, it makes no sense.
Yeah. And can I
Yes.
say one thing also? Let's say the Cleveland Brown defense, they've been playing their ass off all season. They've been playing their ass off all season. They've been stopping the run. They've been stopping the pass. So you know what? You come to a game where now we need the offense. When we was down 14, God damn it, the offense showed up. The offense showed up. They showed up. Myles Garrett got to be pissed. Denzel Ward, Dale Pitt, they have to be pissed because I know they see it. I know if they was anybody was mic'd up, I know on the sideline, if you could hear the defensive player talking, they'd be like, man, what the hell are we doing? What the hell are we doing? Okay, they're running the ball on us. Now, this is one of the few games we need our offense to have our back. Long be motherfucking hold. The offense had their back. With a position twice, 2 different drives. Drove down the field. We score. We go for 2. What? We get the ball back. Go right back down the field again. And we do the same bullshit again. They got to be pissed. But they can't say nothing. They're not going to say nothing. They know it's some bull jive. But players in that locker room, they can't say anything. But they can see.
Yeah.
They can see. They can see clear as day. They know what's going on. They know what's going on. But if I can see it, and I'm all the way down here in Miami, 1,000-something miles away, come on.
We know who can play and who can't play.
Come on, Chad. Come on,
We
man.
know who can play and who can't play. When you're in the locker room, you know exactly who can play, and we know exactly who can't play. I don't care what coach does. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care where you were drafted. I know if you can play or not because I see you every day.
Yeah.
They know Shedeur Sanders can play. They believe in Shedeur. The greatest thing your teammates can do is have a belief in you, can trust you. The Chargers defeat the Eagles by the score of 22-19 in overtime. It looked like the Eagles were going down to win or even tie the game.
Yeah.
A win, touchdown, tie, field goal, and then we play on. Then the next score wins.
Yes.
Instead, Jalen Hurts threw into heavy traffic. The ball was deflected by Tony Jefferson. That's 4 interceptions by Hurts. And he had another fumble, turned the ball over twice on one play, Ocho.
Yeah.
A new career high for interceptions in a game. Now, for all you guys talking about, they need to let Jalen Hurts throw more. Let Jalen Hurts throw more. Whoop. Exhibit A.
Hey.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, obviously, most of the time you think about Jalen and his decision-making with the ball, even though he doesn't throw the ball much, he always protects the ball. I think before this game started on the season, I think he maybe had 3, maybe 4 interceptions up to this point in the season. And to have a game like tonight where his decision-making wasn't what it usually is, especially at the end of the game, understanding the circumstances, the flat route is right there. The flat route is right there. Make the guy come up, make a goddamn tackle instead of trying to squeeze.
Thank you, Ocho. Thank you.
Hold on. Instead of trying to squeeze a corner route, which they run in the corner route to the goddamn short side of the field. So chances are that's not going to be open.
He can play both of them. He can play Ocho, to your point, because he's in between Goddard and the route, you don't have space.
Yes.
You need space because where are you going? You can't run a 20-yard out route because you're going to be out of the damn end zone. So when Goddard goes up 5 yards and he goes up 7 yards, the guy's in between, he can literally play both.
That's obviously if you're going to run that concept, if you're going to run that route that combination concept, you got to run that to the wide side, Unc. You got to run to the wide side. Why run something like that in that situation to the short side of the field? It makes no sense to me. But in that situation, if you do run it, Jalen has to know, boom, as soon as the corner drops off just a little bit, trying to play in between, just take what's in front of you right now. Let him come up and make the tackle.
That's it. That's all you have to do.
You live to see another down.
Ocho, even if you run that to the short side of the field, you need to have distance. You got to have separation. Because he knows where is number 2. That's Dawson. I think that's Dawson, right? Isn't that Dawson?
Yes.
Where is he going, Ocho? He can only run so far. Well, hell, he'll be in Compton.
Yeah.
Which will be out of bounds.
Yeah.
So no touchdown. So he knows that. So now I can soft play it because if you throw it to Goddard, I'm going to come up. It's only a 3-yard gain.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you throw it to Goddard so I can tap. But guess what? Since you didn't, I get my hand up in the ball carry him. He played awful tonight. There's no way around it. One of those picks wasn't his. What you call him? Brown, AJ. Yeah. AJ saw that. He saw that linebacker. Mm-hmm. He saw that linebacker. That's the one you got. That's the one you got to protect him. Yeah. You see the guy. You know there's a linebacker coming. Mm-hmm. You got to protect the guy. That's where you throw it at his waist. That's why you get him down and allow him to protect himself. Yes, sir. AJ knows that hit is coming. He's got to make that catch. You got to make a play. You can't pop it up, because if you pop it up, the guy that's trailing you going to get a pick
every time.
It's as simple as that. But AJ knows he's got to make that play. Mm-hmm. But then he hit on his own. He hit the D tackle in the damn chest. Mm-hmm. And then the guy comes.
Hold on. Behind, huh? Hold on. Even listen, that zone blitz and that D tackle pop out instead of rushing. That's hard to see. That's hard to see for a quarterback. So
let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
the guy that he was trying to throw it to was behind the guy that he hit in the chest. How is that hard to see?
No. I'm just saying, that's why it's called a zone blitz, and they had that D tackle pop out like that because you're not expecting as a quarterback. You already predetermined. You already predetermining what the ball.
I just wanted you to say that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all. I just wanted him to say that, Chad.
Right.
He had already made his mind up where he was going with the football.
Right.
That's all. I just wanted him to say that, Chad.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Mm-hmm. So here's the thing, Ocho. You make a terrible read. You hit the guy in the chest. The guy comes from behind him, strips him of the football. Mm-hmm. Okay, the ball pops out. You get it instead of falling on the ground, because guess what, Ocho? Since it's a change of possession, it's your ball and it's first down going that way. Now you try to be hero. Jalen want to be a hero, because we're going to talk about it on Sports, and we're going to talk about it tonight. If he gets that ball up and gets 10 yards, get 15 yards. So instead of doing the wise thing, what does he try to do, Ocho?
Try to run
Put a cape on. Guess what happened, Ocho? Ball out again.
He fumbled again, yeah. Hey, it was a weird game tonight. It was a weird game tonight with so many fumbles, whether it was special teams, whether it was both offenses. It was 8 turnovers in the game tonight. I'm not sure what the record is for the most turnovers in the game, but this has to be up there with it. And I really thought the defense would have saved the day for them. And obviously they would have, being that San Diego got a field goal in the first overtime. So I thought, hell, the Eagles were going to go down and score.
Yeah, you know what you need.
I was actually hoping they were going to score, for their sake and with the way they played. But unfortunately, the decision making on Jalen, at the end of the game, it kind of hurt. And another thing, one of the best throws, one of the throws that
he looked unbelievable. I know the throw you talking about.
That third and 15 where he let that ball go right off the
Devontae.
Ooh.
I knew the play, exactly the play you talking about.
Boy, that was beautiful, boy. That's what we call anticipating.
Yes.
And letting it go and trusting your receiver. That was beautiful right there, boy. That was art.
That's what they ask him to do. That's what he doesn't do well enough. Right. When it's 1-on-1, yeah. Mm-hmm. But see, the really good ones you have to throw in the windows. Yeah. You have to trust your skill set while also trusting your receiver to be where he's going to be. But you really got to trust yourself. Mm-hmm. You really have to trust yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, also Ocho, when you ran that bang 8. Yeah. You like, hey, on that 7th step or that glance route, you call it a bang 8, you call it a glance. Yeah. When that 7th step and that outside foot hit, when I do this, ball there.
That ball should be right there.
I mean, I don't care what that safety does. I don't care. All I know is that corner is on my outside. Mm-hmm. That ball's going to be there, and the quarterback job is to protect me, is to protect the throw. Don't put it back here and make me do this so he can knock it down. Hey, put it right there.
And another thing.
Put it right there, and the safety come, I can protect myself.
Listen, and don't let the safety take a goddamn bad angle, and I want to keep that thing.
I'm out the backside on his ass.
And dip on and come out the backside. Hey, I got away with I got away with it one time. I never forget. We were playing the Buffalo Bills at home. Nate Clemens was guarding me. I'm not sure what that safety was thinking about, but when I took that 7th step, or maybe my 5th step, I was peeking at the safety, and Unc, he was in the wrong place. Mm-hmm. He was in the wrong place. He had his feet set instead of getting back in that pedal. He wasn't in no shuffle.
You already in the full sprint.
Man, I hugged that bitch and went in like a damn near U-turn. Hugged that bitch and came back downhill and got up out the back door and scored.
Hey, we ain't got no Eagle fans tonight, Ocho?
Oh, they not in here?
No, because you know they normally, whoa. Hey, what you got to say now? Ocho, what y'all got to say now about the Eagles? What y'all at? Eagle fans, come on. We need you. Get the chat up. How many we got in the chat right now? Come on, Eagle fans. I know y'all up.
They might be asleep. Long as it's late.
What a bird at? Ocho, normally Eagles fly. All you see is Eagles. Everybody chant Eagles across the board. Where y'all at? Oh, there you go. There one.
Hey, they in there. They in there.
But if you notice, EJ, Ocho, one of the wings broke. The eagle like this here, he got one wing, the other one to his side. So we got to get him to a vet. Any vets in the house? Any vets?
Well, the
eagle has landed. Crash landed.
Yeah, this is the good thing about it, though. The running game got going. It got going a little bit. Saquon had 100 and some change tonight.
122 on 20 carries.
Yeah, they got going. Let me see what else. Hell, they still got a chance, huh? They still got a chance. They have a chance. They still have a chance to win the division. They have to play. They got the
Commanders twice. They got the Giants, and who else they got?
The Commanders is winnable. Jaden Daniels is out for the season.
Oh, they got Raiders, Commanders.
There's a win.
Bills, Commanders. They ain't beating the Bills.
Listen, that's the toughest one right there. Where they playing the Bills at? They playing the Bills.
It don't matter. They can play on the moon.
You don't got no faith in them?
No, they ain't got no faith in themselves. We've seen this movie before. Remember a couple of years ago they got off to that great start and then they crash landed?
Yes.
The Eagle has crashed?
Yes.
We saw that. Doesn't it feel the exact same way?
Right. Matter of fact, this was the year before the Super Bowl run, actually. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, the year before the Super Bowl. Yeah.
The Eagles defense played extremely well. They sacked Justin Herbert 7 times. Had he not been as mobile and athletic as he is, they probably would have got him 10 or 11 times.
Way more than that. Absolutely.
But look, they got to figure this thing out. They really do. I mean, you look at Hunt had 2.5 sacks. Bond had a half a sack. Byron Young had a sack and a half. N'Kobe Dean had a sack. Jordan Davis had a sack and a half. I mean, they was on him.
Yeah. And you know what? Let me for Jalen Hurts too, on 2 of those interceptions. One was AJ Brown's fault. The one that Deontay Jackson or
Deontay Johnson?
That wasn't on Jalen Hurts. That was on Smitty. That's Smitty, I love you.
Oh yeah, when he slipped out, yeah.
You got to come out that ball. You got to come out that ball, and you can't stop. You got to come back to it. That was on my dog.
He slipped.
That
normally when you slip, when you try to plant on your inside foot and you try to roll in that foot, get out from under you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Instead of dropping your weight, putting that weight on them quads, Smitty. I know they small. They ain't a whole lot. They small, Smitty. But you got to get back downhill because if you roll off that inside foot, it's gonna get out from under you. And he's throwing it on anticipation. Yeah. And this is what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. But it's unfortunate.
I mean, Ocho, have you ever seen a turnover? This 2 turnovers on one play by a guy?
Yeah, hold on. A long time ago, the New Orleans Saints was playing, I think the Redskins. Remember somebody fumbled the ball? Or somebody fumbled the ball, and then Robert Meacham, I think it was Robert Meacham. The Saints had the ball. It was an interception. Then Robert Meacham
Oh, yeah. But hold on.
Snapped the ball from him.
Here's the thing. But the same guy did it, though. I know the play you're talking about.
Yeah.
He threw a pick. The guy fumbled.
Yeah.
Robert Meacham took it from him. And went back the other way with it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the same guy. He throws a pick.
No. I've never seen that. I've never seen that.
I've never seen it either. I've seen some wacky plays. Outlook. The ball bounces funny. And you see some stuff that you normally wouldn't see. Who is that? I think Jacksonville. Playing Houston. And you talk to bat it down. He bats the ball down, Ocho, but he bats it right to a Houston Texan. I mean, to a Jacksonville Jaguar who walks in the end zone on a Hail Mary. Yeah. Because you knock it down. Oh, damn, he right there. Knocked it down right in his arms. He walked right into the end zone. We see Jacksonville run all the – who's that? Was that Jacksonville? New Orleans that run all over the field. They ran a lateral, Ocho. They lateraled like 40 times.
Trying to score.
They scored, and then the guy come on and missed the PAT. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think I saw something they said it's the first time since 78, so I don't know. But it's a rare play. Ain't a whole lot of people have seen that play because the NFL wasn't covered like it is now, and a lot of people weren't born in 78. So somebody might have saw it, but I have never seen it. And I've seen a lot of wacky things because I've been around since 68, been watching football since 77. Well, I've been watching to understand, but I remember the first game I probably remember is that we went over to my great-grandmother's house on a Monday night to watch OJ.
For real?
Yep, to watch OJ. OJ then was playing on a Monday night, and we wanted to see OJ. My grandfather wanted to see OJ. And so, but look, this game really, the pressure's starting to mount on the Eagles. Because they got up to this great start, Ocho. They were 4 or 5 games clear.
Oh yeah, of everybody.
They mess around and lose. They mess around and lose another game. And the hold on, how many games they've got to win? They've got to win. The Cowboys are what? 5 and what?
6-6-1.
The Cowboys are 6-6-1. So they've got to win. Ooh, it'll be very interesting.
3 of the next 5.
Yeah.
3 of the next 5.
Well, chalk it up for the Raiders. They're going to beat the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, both teams got 4 games. So they're going to have to – the Cowboys can only – most the Cowboys can win is 10.
Right.
They can be 10-6-1.
Mm-hmm.
The Eagles win 3 of their last 4. They get to 11. 11 is more than 10. It'd be very interesting to see if they go 2-2.
Yeah.
Because now the Cowboys win because the Cowboys is 10-6-1, and y'all will be 10-7.
Mm.
Green Bay toughed out a home win against the Bears team that had won 9 of the past 10 coming in and knocked them off the defending Super Bowl champs on Black Friday. Green Bay hasn't allowed more than 16 points in any of its 3 losses. Christian Watson looked like a true number 1 receiver. Green Bay has beaten the Lions twice and the Bears once so far this season. For the winners, Jordan Love, 17 of 25, 234, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Josh Jacobs, 20 carries, 86 yards, 1 touchdown. Christian Watson had four catches, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns, a longer 41 on 4 targets. He caught everything. Bo Melton, 1 catch, 45 yards. He had 2 targets. Jane Daniels had 4 targets, had 4 catches, 31 yards. They played extremely well. Caleb Williams, he was 19 of 35, 186, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. They ran the ball 32 times for 138 yards. They made plays. Green Bay defense bowed their back when they need to. I'm sure Caleb Williams wish he could have that throwback, Ocho, because he was just
Which one?
He didn't get his hips around fast enough and throw it, and he'll allow the safety to get back in and make a play. But when you watch this game, that's what's the frustrating part. You see Jordan Love and how he just throws the ball, and in some games you just look at him like, Jordan, what are you doing?
What was that?
You seeing?
Yeah. Man, what is?
Hey, I'm Elgato. But the Packers, 337 total yards, really clean game, nice game. Let's see team stats here. Chicago.
Josh Jacobs was 20 for 20 carries, 86 yards and a TD. Christian Watson led all the receivers with 4 for 89 and 2 TDs.
Both teams, Green Bay was 8 of 12 on third down. Chicago was 8 of 16 on third down, 1 of 2 on fourth downs. Chicago had 68 total plays. Green Bay had 52. Chicago had 315 total yards. Packers had 337. Both had 9 total drives. Chicago had the ball almost 34 minutes. Packers had it for 26.
They got after Caleb real well. They had him uncomfortable most of the game. They had him uncomfortable most of the game, blitzing, bringing pressure, and the Bears had a good offensive game plan for that, doing a lot of misdirection, rolling them out to get him away from the pressure. But man, that last drive, it was the last drive. I think it was the third or fourth down.
The fourth down with the interception?
That fourth down with the interception. Man, that was a good game. I know the Bears lost, but that was a really, really good game with a very good Packers defense. I mean, shoot, ain't really much I can say about that one, boy. They played well.
Yeah. I think Chicago is ahead of schedule, Ocho, with how well they're playing.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to only get better. I think they have a very, very bright future. They have the quarterback. They got a running game. They got good quality receivers. They got two tight ends. They revamped the offensive line. I like the defense. The defense is really good. But Green Bay when they had to dig deep and when they needed to make a stop, they got it. And sometimes that's what it comes. Look, this is a division game. This is the oldest rivalry in the NFL. They've been playing each other 100 plus years. So they've got over 100 matchups. I think the Packers were the first team in 1919, 1920. I think the Bears were shortly thereafter that. So they probably got damn near 200 matchups between the two of them. But when you look at it, Ocho, the division rival, it doesn't matter if they're good. If one team is good, the other team is bad. You already know what you're going to get. We see each other every year. We've been in the same. It used to be the NFC Central. Now it's the NFC North. We know what to expect. We don't like you. We're about 2 hours away from each other. Green Bay and Chicago. Yeah. You don't like us. We don't like you. Let's get it on.
Like you. Damn.
But I like what I saw from Green Bay. I like the throws that Jordan Love, man. His mannerism just reminds you so much of Aaron Rodgers. You're like,
Rodgers,
damn,
yeah,
damn, boy. I mean, he throw it off his back foot, but he made plays when they had to have them. His receivers stepped up and made catches when they had to have them. Now Christian Watson, man, he can play if he can just stay healthy, Ocho. The guy can fly. He got great hands. He run good routes. It's just his ability to stay healthy. And when you have that kind of speed, Ocho, you know you're going to normally have hamstring problems. I'm surprised that's something Tyreek really never faced. Because, most speed guys, Ocho, they have hamstring issues. They have, soft tissue injuries. Joey Galloway was plagued with hamstring issues. But Christian Watson had that. He tore his knee, but he's come back and he's playing extremely, 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 extremely well. But Caleb Williams is going to get better. Look, it's a little setback, and I'm sure he'd love to have that throw. You don't have to get really out all the way outside. I know that's what you like. Try to put pressure on the defense by getting there right now. But hey, if that guy's open, pull up and pop it. Pull up and let him have it.
Right now.
Rashid Shaheed returned the second half opening kickoff for a 100-yard touchdown, and the Seahawks blow out the hapless Falcons 37-9. The Seahawks broke away with a 6-6 tie at halftime with a 31-point beatdown in the second half, and the Falcons, the Seattle's defense came up with 3 turnovers as the Seahawks won for the 7th time in 8 games. Darnold threw 249 yards, 3 touchdowns, a pair of scores to Jackson, JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and another one to Cooper Kupp.
Hey, JSN balling. Huh?
Oh man!
Every week.
He had a little temporary shutdown last week. They did a great job of bracketing him and making it tough on him. But you look at he had 7 catches for 92 yards on 10 targets. Shaheed had 4 for 67. Kupp had 2 for 35 on a touchdown on 3 targets. They look.
Hey, that's a nice little trio quietly. That's a nice little trio. You got Jackson, who can do everything intermediate, short. Cooper Kupp, who's a tremendous route runner. And Rashid Shaheed can take the top off a goddamn building, man. Perfect combination. Perfect trio of receivers.
I thought the game got away from him. Looked like Atlanta was going in to score. And then Bijan fumbled the football. And they really didn't look bad after that. I mean, it kind of broke their back once they fumbled that football. Because they go down there and they get a score. Cousins turned the ball over twice with a fumble, so they had 3 turnovers. And it's hard. It is hard to overcome when you have 3 turnovers. It's hard. And you're playing a good team. The Seahawks is a quality team. They are a quality team. They're going to be a tough out because they can run the football. They got a quarterback. Now, look, the question is, will Sam Darnold turn back into that pumpkin if you put pressure on him in the playoffs? Because we saw that last year when they went to, I think that was Detroit.
In the first round. Yeah.
But they got a defense. They got 2 corners that can lock it down. They got pressure. They can bring pressure. DeMarcus Lawrence has found new life. Jaron Reed. I mean, they got Leonard Williams. They got a really solid defense. And they got Wolin and Spoon. The safeties will come up and thump you. And they got the gritting coverage. They're good. They're gonna be a tough out for somebody. They're gonna be a tough out for somebody, Ocho.